Teletubbies.
I don't actually shit. I don't have a.
He doesn't actually shit.
I.
Oh my god, that's so strange.
Clip it if you can, or F9. Go ahead. I don't need to. Do it. I'm not going into mine yet. Just go ahead. Okay. Alright, I'm going into mine now if you don't. Alright, let's not mind the consistent laughter of my incompetence, which is, it's not really my incompetence, it's more of these guys deciding to say shit. Also, now I realize I need to move these.
Listen. You said the one you couldn't shit first.
I didn't say that I couldn't shit.
You
said
you specifically
that's not
said
what, that was not my implication.
Well, you had a pause after shit.
What the hell? What did you do? Oh, I moved into this one.
Oh my god.
No, this one. For fuck's sake.
Is he dying?
I'm not allowed to die, by the way. I'm sorry.
Sad. Okay, where is...
I might stop casters bullying.
Where the hell is restream? Okay, I'm trying to fix the alignment because I realized I messed it up. So I'm just trying to fix it.
To build a second one.
Oh my god, it covers your face. Alright, that's gonna be annoying.
Well, no one needs to see his face.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
I'm kind of part of this podcast.
Eh.
I think I'm actually the main reason we're still doing this.
So am I just replacing your spot?
I don't think that would last long, sorry.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't. We barely talk. Okay, sorry for everybody. This is some tech work. I'm trying to fix this shit. That is not even fucking... I hate this.
Oh, you fucking how can you fail to put me into the fucking tweet?
Line them up, not you. What? What? Put you in the tree.
Yeah, afterwards.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I made another. I freaking composed a third one or second one. I don't give a shit the fucking numbers. That is not. No. It's so hard to line us up.
So you say he may have the better looking one, but it's still fucking up.
It requires upkeep. Okay, it's a high maintenance, but it's better.
I think I could do better with
Okay, that is exactly how it's gonna be, and that's how it is. If it's not aligned, I do not care. Who cares? Let's get on with this damn stream. So, don't die in the middle of me trying to introduce what the hell this is.
What the hell this is?
Okay. Anyway, it's all right. Hello, everyone. You're already ruining it. You've already ruined it. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nerd Ensemble podcast. Where, yeah, again, this guy just keeps messing everything up in the beginning. It's always something involving that guy, not me. No, wasn't my fault. Nope. Can't prove it. Nope. Can't prove it.
So should I get the F9?
Did you what?
You heard me.
No, you cut out.
Should I get the F9?
Oh, I thought that was just me.
Should you get what?
The F9. You know.
I mean, you can't show it. But I mean, you could, but.
I like how we tried to you cut. Well, you can, but.
You can, but you shouldn't.
What are you gonna do? Copy strike me?
Maybe. Copy strike you for using my likeness in your video without permission. Your streams. No. Okay. But anyway, another episode of Nerd Ensemble podcast where we talk gaming news, trash talk a lot of stuff that involves gaming, content creation, or just straight trash talk. Some people, yes. Sometimes we get just a tiny bit political, but usually when it's something that pisses us off, so you know, huge. usually it's late at night, or for a lot of people, early in the morning. Well, it's still early in the morning. It's what, almost 1 o'clock in the morning now. But point is, like, people across seas, it's like, close to noon. Well, not noon. It's like 6, unless you're like way afar.
How
It'd be
far east do you fucking
It could be
go?
from 7. It could be from 7
Australia.
all the way to what, 12? Is it 24 hours in Australia? Or is it 12?
I think it's more than
Uh,
12. I think they are like 8 hours ahead
Yeah,
of me.
Australia is like 14 hours ahead of us, I think. Something like
Okay,
that.
so in that case, yeah, basically what,
They're close to evening.
3 in the afternoon. Point is, everybody else, this is around this time, so cool. We're for the people in Australia, because clearly that's the best time for them. Well, they're getting off of work for
Well,
cruise
it's good
shippers.
for
Most
morning
of them,
people in Europe that wakes up, want to listen to something.
yeah, I guess. So, all right, we got that. I am Nexus 71C. By the way, with mine, not his. I mean, his is the old way of lighting your thing up. Mine is the new way. I'm going to give you the code so you can have this too. Like, give you all the info so you can just at least have yours look a little bit nicer to the pixely one.
What? I don't even have a
I'm Nexus
fucking ring
71C.
anymore.
Yeah. But, okay. But again, trying to talk to you.
Yeah, and
My name's Nexus.
I'm a Sweden cat boy / Sweden boy, depending on watching.
And I'm the
Mhm.
person who never does any of these things because I'm always offline.
Yeah, and by the way, we have a guest, which I totally just kidnapped for no reason. Like I was like, "Hey, I may have a
Yeah,
guest."
so apparently that's how this works now. So yeah, it's normally it's me and Swede as co-hosts. That's normally how it goes. It's been that way for almost what,
2 years.
25, 24 episodes?
Well, didn't I
26?
join in one?
Which one
before
did
this?
Danny come in?
I
Was it
don't know.
26, 27? But 27
I
was the
thought I was
trucker
in one
episode.
before this.
26 or 25.
You've only been a
No, you were
Phasmo.
never in this. You've only been in a Phasma. And that was a
Oh.
video for me.
Yeah.
We had really
And at
fun.
one
That's
point, you did join a stream that broke for me, where I went to your Minecraft server and everything broke. So that
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
came to light. That one never came to light. That was
Pretty
a
sure you were
one-off.
playing like Euro Truck or not Euro Truck Simulator, but like
American Truck.
yeah, Truck
Yeah, I was
Simulator.
playing that and I was getting bored, so I wanted to do something else. You're like, hey, come to my Minecraft server. I'm like, okay, why not?
and you
But,
broke it. Good job.
I broke the stream because it was set wrong. The stuff was set wrong. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's all that. But yeah, apparently now how it works is Swede basically kidnaps or whatever
No,
vernacular he
we
wants to
can't
use.
legally say that we
TOS,
kidnapped them.
TOS,
We
not kidnapping.
politely asked them.
Politely. How can we say that? Politely
He
yanks
forces them to
into.
volunteer.
Yeah,
He
we
Forces them to
voluntarily join the PC.
politely forces them to voluntarily join the VC and join the stream. That is the best way to say it. Yeah, okay. So
I
that's
can tell
basically
if you're
first
gagging
you
or
did.
laughing.
First time, at the very least, was Danny, which would be a friend of mine, his girlfriend. We'll just go and say that out loud because everyone already knows that crap anyway. Since you
Yeah.
decided to go stream public on that one. And
I mean, their PvPs are also the same picture.
see, now there's another thing for anybody wondering who the hell is the other person in Swede's PvP. There you go.
Yeah.
There's your answer. For
And
the
by the way,
one person
Shorty
who
knows
asked,
Danny, so
and the
you
other
know.
person who's watching.
Yeah.
The one person who asked and the other person who's just watching. There's only two. Okay. But yeah, okay. So that's basically how this is gonna work out.
Yeah.
Before we get into any main topic stuff,
Danny and
yeah.
Hasmus planned my death in Among Us.
I
She
didn't
does.
Because I
plan.
wore a hat.
Does it involve fire?
No. They snapped my neck.
I'd be surprised. Well, makes sense, but I'd be surprised if it didn't involve fire because
Hi
It's
Proto,
dead,
welcome
talked
to the
about.
stream.
I realize I don't even have the actual chat bit full up now. I mean, I do have chat sitting there in the OBS window anyway. But yeah, that's alright.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't involve fire because she's quite the pyro. She's
yeah,
literally
she's a
admitted it to me.
pyromaniac.
I literally okay, I'm gonna go and say what I said to her in DM at one point. I literally said, because you said you were forcing her to, I don't know if she told you it already, but you were saying you were forcing her to play games. So I messaged her and said, don't worry, I will like I have some
Yeah, I already know.
some games I'm gonna force. I want to set out, you know, to everyone else though. And I, instead of saying play something, I was gonna say make him play something. I forgot to put play, so I said make him something. I'm like, I'm not gonna make him something. I'm like, fuck that. And then I'm like, okay, that's your job. And she's like, I don't see that going too well. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, you probably can't cook anyway. You probably burn the house down. She's like, I'd probably do the same thing. Cooking.
I fucking love
Couple
cooking.
pyros. So apparently you both suck at cooking, according to her.
I'm good. I do a
Well,
mean carbonara.
that doesn't sound
Describe
very
what it
impressive.
is.
That doesn't. You know, hold on. How do you spell that?
Carbonara. Carbonara, which is Italian, which I don't speak. Have you never heard about pasta carbonara?
No, but I just looked it up and I'm like, dude, that just looks like the shit that you freaking.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Shorty,
It looks like
throw
the shit
this
you
in my
just add
chat.
water to.
What?
That just looks like the
Crows
stuff you
in
just
chat?
add water to and
Cool.
put it in the microwave.
He said you do
Is that what it
something
is?
else mean.
Oh man.
Ow, I hit my mic.
Good
You
job.
should probably stop doing that. How do you keep hitting your mic? Like, how
Yeah.
are you doing that?
Sir, tell us how you hit your mic.
I just slammed my head into it by accident.
Your head? Like, can
Yeah,
you not just move it
it's.
or something?
Yeah, it sounds like it's not that hard to fix.
You want me to keep moving my mic?
It sounds
I
like
mean,
you're
you can turn on
salting it.
crisp, and it might be fine.
I gotta get up. I gotta go grab a Lego piece. I'm missing one. Need a
Maybe
one
we
by
should
two
get into the
frame.
main topics of this stream. Which is part of
while
my
somebody is
title.
apparently putting together a Lego set, which, not making fun of, Lego sets are cool. Problem is, I cannot do that shit.
I have not done a
Bro, I
Lego
love
in
Lego sets.
ages.
I have never put together a Lego set, like, the correct way. I've always just got a ton of Legos and put together whatever the hell I felt like. I never followed instructions to build something. Like,
I
from a
don't
set,
know,
like,
on
you know.
small builds. I have had small builds that I've done it on, but I never got to like a major big piece to do it.
I've never done in general. Okay, I changed my mind. I am gonna put the mic on the stand because I'm gonna be using my laptop too, so I might as well hold it.
Well, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna explain what so today we're bringing up the most important event of this year. Well, okay, the worst event of the year.
I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know anything else happening this year.
Yeah, I was thinking about like
I was thinking.
I was trying to figure out an event except
something
E3.
else, and I'm like,
I
I
couldn't
don't know.
get up a different event than E3, which fucking made me sad. Can we point out, guys, that the only event this year is E3 that's actually interesting?
To our minds, yes. Okay.
Which means today we're gonna talk about, well, at least we are talking about the Xbox One. I think we're gonna mention Ubisoft.
What did they show off
Okay,
at
here's-
Ubisoft other than Mario?
I think Far Cry, if I'm not wrong, Rainbow Six
I can tell you everything
Extraction.
that was done at Ubisoft. Actually, I can tell you everything that was in general because I now have an entire list of every game announced at each conference.
Yeah, okay.
But Ubisoft, I already know in general because I watched it.
Yeah. But I feel like we should just take the high points like hey, should we talk about Chaos?
First, which, by the way, I'm going to say it right now. I'm looking at the list. Xbox actually and Bethesda actually had the top list, as in like it had the most announced through that one.
Yeah, but that was like the only events for like 1 hour, I think.
It was like 2
No,
hours, wasn't
Ubisoft
it?
was an hour. No,
Or was it
maybe
Xbox's
it
thing
was
like
maybe
a
like an hour
70
and
minute
30.
thing?
I could literally check. I could check. I have the
When it
video
keeps
file
trying
still.
to restart and update
Here,
itself.
I'll go ahead and check.
But sure,
I saw the
here's
video
the fun thing. We watched. We thought it was gonna be 4 hours.
because the IGN live stream was 4 hours. We were looking through IGN. Bad mistake because we should have just went through.
We should have just waited a day.
Yeah, waited a day. We could have went to the Xbox page and watched the 4K version, but no.
What did you guys watch it in like 360p?
No, it was still 1080, but more like 720 actually. But the quality, okay, it was 1080, but the quality was like 720 or 480.
Oh, it could
So it was
be
kind of meh.
worse.
It was okay. It was watchable. Except one thing I found out that in those videos, because I was streaming through Discord, there were times where the recording froze for like a second or two. And it was a little frequent. So it'll do that.
I could make my cat be my talk icon.
I could do that. It could not. It could basically be just the cat not do anything. Like it has to be solid images, so just like not anything.
Oh, that's
And I
sad.
guess when it does something, I guess you can screenshot that. I can't have it be like a.
But if I could make it,
It's basically just two images. It's two pictures. So just a picture of like it doing nothing, then a picture of it doing something. I could do that.
Oh well, back
Anyway,
to the regular scheduling.
Yeah. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. So. Yeah, so E3, week long. Not really. It started what, Thursday? When did that start? Thursday?
I think the first day was the
Last week?
first part, but I think there was not much that day.
So it was like Thursday, I think, and then it ended Tuesday of this week. So that's all great. Get back up to the list. Okay. And the first thing we watched was the Xbox and Bethesda one, because that's the one that he wanted to do, because he wanted to avoid spoils for the Rainbow Six Extraction on the Ubisoft. So he didn't want to watch that. So we just did that. And then, of course, we found out, because, again, the IGN live stream, we thought it was 4 hours, but the funny thing is, it was just pre-roll ads and after ads. So first we're just like, oh, God, it's like 2 hours of pre-rolls. Oh, God. And then we watched it, and, like, there's still quite a bit left. No, it was like an hour or two more of talking, of, like, the people from IGN talking, I guess.
Though I feel like
Just
the second one we did, the Square Enix one, was even worse.
that wasn't really worth it because that was mainly just Guardians. That was it. There were more games, but like 4, 5 that were worth. There 2 that was actually worth it, and also chaos. I have to kill chaos.
We need to kill chaos.
We'll get to that. But okay, so I guess we can just talk per game basis, just like add a couple of notes that we want to mention for those games. Like,
I feel like
crazy.
I feel like exclusive for Xbox is the more important point.
A couple of these I don't remember it saying, but I guess it wasn't in there, just announced around it. So anyway, first thing that was announced was Starfield. Well, it wasn't announced, we already knew about it. The cinematic trailer for Starfield, which is Bethesda's new IP, which I'm just going to call Fallout in Space, which is also Outer Worlds, which is Fallout in Space. So, that should be something. I mean, it's Bethesda. I don't really have much, hype in that. I don't have any faith in those guys. Sorry, Todd Howard. I don't care.
Tom Howard.
I was about to say, did you guys die because you were quiet for a while?
No, I was texting. I was busy texting someone else.
I see how it is. Not literally the one thing every other week that we plan. The one thing that we truly plan and you're like, meh, I'm just gonna text people while we're in the middle of this. I don't care. It's like being in the middle of a meeting and you're on the phone and you just
I
hear, like, sound
would.
effect in the corner of the
If
room.
it was like, if I wasn't the main person in the meeting, I would sit in the background with the phone and be like, okay.
In some places they allow that if it looks like you're checking emails because it's like, it's work related, so they think like, maybe you're checking your email, like no problem, or you're looking at documents or something that matter, which
So
is
you're
why they have
saying
like whole video, like
Discord?
there are literal whole videos dedicated to apps and games that look like when you move your finger on the phone, it looks like you're actually scrolling through like something. Like you're just like
See, this is
pushing
why
up
Discord is
or left or
perfect.
right.
Just scroll through Twitter.
And that's what most people do. Fucking norm bitches. Anyway,
Yeah, back to regular scheduling again.
yeah, for anybody new here, just know, yeah, we do this a lot. We are literally, I wouldn't say the kings of tangents, because there are other places that I know that do it around the same as we do. So, yeah, we're one of those people. We go nuts with tangents. Anyway, so yeah, point is, Starfield. What do you think? Because you didn't really say.
I don't know yet. Mostly because there was like no real gameplay yet. That's the issue.
I
Like,
mean,
if it's
yeah,
exactly
there
like
was
other
cinematic, but
worlds,
it's not
that's
like,
gonna be kind of, that's is the issue. If it's like other worlds directly, then I never play other worlds. Like,
right. Also, I don't really know the order. I'm just going off of some memory because this isn't posted in order. This is posted in their own order. So I'm like, okay, oh, no, it's posted in release order of games. It's not go by the order of announce. So
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't actually know the order.
I feel like we
I guess
shouldn't
I'll
talk
just.
about every game that was announced. That is like,
I'm not going to. I'm just gonna like go down the foot list of like good games. So
but I feel like we should take one of your favorite games real quick because get
we'll
over
do
with the
that in a minute.
trash.
Shut up. Uh, we'll do that here in a minute. Point is, okay. Another thing that's coming out. Psychonauts 2, they showed a gameplay trailer and more of like the cutscenes. I am really excited about that.
I've never
About
played it.
Psychonauts 2. I know, I keep telling you to. I mean, again, it's on Game Pass. So play it.
Yeah, buy me a Switch.
It's on
Just
what?
buy a Switch yourself. He said it's
H
on Game Pass. That's
A
on
Switch. I
PC.
said
and
Game Pass.
yeah,
It's on PC and
HDMI
Xbox.
Switch.
Oh, for
Like,
fuck's sake. Well, be more specific, first of all, because they're both
no,
this different.
no, no,
Switch. HDMI
no.
Switch. It's
And
one
then you have
extra
a
thing to say.
Switch, which flicks on
Yeah,
you
HDMI
light.
Switch and a Switch.
They really did name it a good thing. I was imagining like an old grandma or something be like, "You want me to buy a Switch?"
I've
Hello?
actually seen that as a joke. Like I've actually seen a joke on like a Christmas present thing where like the grandma was giving a kid Christmas present, literally or grandma, grandpa, somebody. It was or just like somebody in the family. Point is, it was a joke where they actually put in they're like, oh hey, it's a Switch, and they hyped it up as such. And uh the thing is like they gave them a card and said like I hope you enjoy your new Switch, and they're like, oh wait, whoops, I was supposed to give you that second. That was part of the joke because they're thinking like, oh no, it was a mistake, like they just spoiled the gift. And it's like, oh cool, gives them a box that looks like it would be the Switch, like it's like perfect size and everything. Open it up, it is like a big like light switch thing. Like it's just like that with like a remote and all this other
Oh,
stuff, and it's
yeah,
just like then of
that's
course
such
the
a,
kid is completely depressed and just like, I thought you meant like games. So, just like they look like they're, I guess, not really verge of tears, but I'm saying like, they're like really depressed. And then out of nowhere, someone comes by with the actual box, like, okay, now open this one. Actual Switch. It's like, okay. Just to fuck with them. Family, man, they are monsters when it comes to gifts. They will screw you over.
yeah. See, this is why I avoid people.
My sister actually got like a giant box one year and like hid a bunch of stuff at the bottom because they bought me an iPod that year and put like a bunch of stuff up there. Gave me like it looked like it was the actual iPod thing. They took the iPod out of the box, and when you open up the box, it was just like a picture of an iPod. So they like try to screw me like that. Like, okay, haha, but it's the actual box. I doubt you actually kept the iPod somewhere, or it didn't come with it. You just bought the box. So, yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past families to do that.
True. True. So we got that. Psychonauts 2. Like I said, I'm really excited about it because honestly, the first game was really damn good, at least in my mind, and I know many other people liked it. It looks very good now and everything. I mean, it's hard to explain really for me. I suck at explaining things these days. I don't know why that is. My mind is just screwed up. But I'm excited. And it is coming out August of this year. That's great. Oh yeah, by the way, Starfield is November 11th, 2022. I was right about that. We missed that, by the way, in the reaction. It was actually right there on the console. It showed the release date. We missed it. We didn't even notice it.
But we didn't pay
Like, it was
attention.
kinda hidden. We didn't pay attention. Like, we thought it would show it afterwards, but instead it showed it right there on the console, the actual date. So that's coming out November 11th, but August for Psychonauts. So excited. Okay, you're slightly excited with this one, I guess. Diablo 2 Resurrected? Bingham?
Yeah, not because I
I'm,
enjoy Diablo in general.
yeah, I mean, you were up for that. I mean, I'm not much of a Diablo person. I have the first one because I put on my retro handheld, and you wanted to play Diablo 3 at one point, and I'm still kind of iff on that one because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be bored in like 2 minutes.
I
Maybe
mean,
got
if you
Diablo
play
2 fun.
hardcore like I do, it's kind of fun actually.
We'll see.
It makes it more focused on actually staying alive.
Sure.
And I did complete the
Other,
after 15 hours. I complete Diablo 3.
it's not bad.
I was tired as fuck after that
Before,
though.
yeah. Rather than me continuously mentioning games, other than the one that you want me to mention because you say it's trash, any other game that you remember from that one you just want to bring up?
When well, it's Forza, but that's a very major one that we could talk about. But I don't think there was any other that
There's some
stuck
pretty
out
good,
too much. Like,
decent games on here, I guess.
I mean, there's these games, but I don't feel like there was too many that stuck out.
There was one that got you excited, for sure.
Oh yeah, Slime Rancher 2.
Yep, Slime Rancher 2, which will come out in 2022. Okay, here's the deal. I actually installed Slime Rancher 1 on my computer because it's on Game Pass. So I did install it.
I have it on my
I
Epic.
might play it sometime.
I
think I
bought
do
it
have
on
it on
Steam
Epic
a
as
while
well, but
ago.
actually, no. Slime Rancher on PC, on Steam, I have it through Cup, so
I have
I
Slime
do
Rancher
want to
for
download it
Epic,
from him.
Game Pass, and I
I
bought it on
might have it from Epic,
PlayStation.
so Game Pass. I'm pretty sure I downloaded it through Game Pass. Regardless, I have it there. I might try it out to see if I like it or not. Let's see. So yeah, Slime Rancher 2. I guess that's pretty cool. It looked kind of nice.
I forgot about the game because I
I
was.
want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this because I did message this to Cup. So, was it during this one? I think it was. It was during this one, right? Oh, where is it?
Oh, party animals.
Party animals. Yes. So I want to mention this because we had a little like research about this, and I'm like, huh. I wanted to research it a little bit. So basically, if anybody watched the trailer for Party Animals, or you can look at it now for anybody who wants to quickly look, it looks exactly like Gang Beasts, mechanic wise. Like it's all the exact same thing. And you think like maybe same devs. No. You think maybe someone from there came from it. No. It's just like, okay. You think it's some impressive engine. It's just Unity. Figure that out. I forget what engine they're running. It's just Unity. Their physics engine, they made it themselves completely. So that's neat. But anyway, yeah, the game is basically Game Beasts Furry Edition. That is what I made the joke of. That is the furry edition of Gang Beasts. And I told Cup that. He agreed. And he was all for the game, and he was trying to figure all this crap out. I looked this up. Their dev name, or their publication, Recreate Games, their website has nothing on the game. You have to go to a specific website for Party Animals. And if you look up on Steam, Party Animals is the only game for it. It's the only game. And the actual developer of it is the only one that I think they've actually developed. So I think this is the only game they've ever worked on. So in a way, it doesn't show credibility, but it's also like, hey, you've been working on this for a while. And I looked back on their Twitter or like the devs Twitter. This game goes all the way back to 2018, I think.
Because I think last year I saw like
they started dev like around 2019, and 2020, yeah, around like
that's
June,
when I
July,
started it
and
just
August,
fucking
or
popping
no,
up.
October. Yeah, around October, they were doing dev or like builds, like sharing builds with streamers and such.
Yeah.
Where they can play it a little. I do like the idea though. I kind of actually like the idea that two of the people's dogs are actually characters in the game. Like, oh, we'll just model their dogs, or they model their dogs into the game. Like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm still gonna call it Game Beast Furry Edition. I'm still gonna call it that.
Oh yeah. So what do you think, Shorty, about this?
Oh, I didn't watch the actual presentation. I just watched someone cover some of the basic parts of it.
Yeah. So you.
that?
No, I didn't hear anything about that game.
Yeah, it exists. You should look it up.
Again, just I mean, you can go and look it up at least like picture wise, but
no, you need to watch a tiny bit of the video, because it's like
I can look up a quick here. I can look up like a quick like GIF from their Twitter page. Or
it's
something.
literally just gang based.
Like they have like little GIFs on their Twitter page. I can literally just like send that in like a server chat or something. Where the hell is the search bar?
I like that we have a guest that doesn't talk.
I'm building a Lego set. Calm down.
Well, describe your damn Lego set. What are you building?
I am building a 501st style Venator. Star Wars
Which
ship.
one is that? Well,
The Venator is the Republic ship. The big Star Destroyer. Goes to the Republic Star
That's actually pretty cool. I wish I could do that, but good God, would take me forever, and no, I cannot. Oh man!
And you wouldn't have the space for it.
Speaking of Star Wars, they actually put like a Star Wars thing on there. Oh my God, that looks weird. Okay, is there not like a?
Talk about Star Wars. We need to finish the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, you said about Full Metal
I'm just
Alchemist
gonna
too.
share the damn page, so you can just look from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think there was that much otherwise that stuck out from. Here's the two major game, which is.
There's a few. Hold on, I'll mention them in a second. But okay, I just put that in spam if you want to.
Yeah, but you like put notes. I go from memory.
I don't have the notes. I don't actually have the notes. I literally just looked up a website, and it shows me every single what was all in each one.
That's what
it shows every game. That's not notes. I just typed it in. Literally as we started this, I typed it in. So okay, I didn't see this. I didn't see Origami 2 in there. It says that it was part of it. I don't remember Origami 2.
Yeah, no, that was a different. I think that was a different one.
I finished it.
Good job.
The Lego set.
Oh, nice.
Now you should throw it out through the window.
No, it's not that big.
Fly, birdie, fly.
It's a very intricate build. Wait, I can go downstairs, grab my phone, and take a picture of it.
I was about to say, if you want, you can take a picture, and we can. I mean, if you want, I'll show it off, but that's on you.
But yeah,
I was just following instruction. It's Lego released a 501st battle pack. So battle packs are essentially just clone army builders where they would put 4 of a specific minifigure in there for you to build your army. So this one had 4 501st troopers and 2 battle droids because it bumped up $30. And it came with a bark speeder and an ATRT walker. So I saw this alternate build that someone did where they turned it into a 501st style Venator Star Destroyer. And I decided I'd open up one of the
One
unopened
great
ones
thing
I
about
had
Legos.
and
You don't always have to follow the instructions. You make something else.
build it, because why not? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my phone.
But anyway, yeah, origami. I've played like a second or two, or like, maybe the first couple missions of the first game. I actually like it. It's a neat concept, traveling through shadows and assassinating people. Really fun. And Origami 2 is supposed to be co-op. So when that does come out, September 17th, me and you are playing it. Saying it now, we are playing it if it
Okay.
comes to Game Pass because it is a good game.
I mean, I don't say no to much co-op. Co-op in general, like, I kind of, a lot of game needs co-op these days.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a really neat concept. I think you'd like it because again, it's just, I don't know if you played it or not. Have you played Origami?
No.
Yeah, it's just basically you're this whatever. I forget what the actual term for it, but it's basically someone like a samurai or ronin or whatever that just like came back from the dead, like summoned as like a servant, I guess, to this one person. And the whole idea is that you travel through shadows because that's your main power. So you travel through shadows like teleporting, and you can assassinate people. It's best to do in the shadows, of course. If you're in the light, then your powers are weakened. So yeah, one is. But yeah, co-op, second one. That I think will be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else other than the main ones? Fucking Among Us on Xbox. I don't care. Who cares if it's coming on Xbox? Good for you. I don't care. Uh, okay, this is something I wanted to mention. Stalker 2. Why?
I never heard about the
Remember
first
that one?
game even.
Like, I don't even know about the first. I know that it existed because I remember seeing the name, but I never seen any footage on it. But Stalker 2, you have, like, I imagine everyone's rushing because it sounded
Yeah,
like it was rushing.
yeah, should we talk about the trailer for that game?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the trailer. Don't worry. First of all, ooh, that's cool. I'll have to show that in a minute. But if he wants me to, uh, no, he just sent the short, yeah, the
I can
video and
see.
everything. Okay, the trailer for Stalker 2. So, Jesus Christ. Um, here's the thing. I love how it started though. I do love the start where it's basically there's music and everything. It's like folk music, just like come on in, and as soon as you show up, music stops. Everyone stares at you. It's like those memes where it's just like, you know, blah blah blah, music stops and or whatever intensifies. It's just like stop. It's just out of nowhere, just kind of like, okay, that's kind of funny, I guess. And the textures of the game, I will admit, the game looks good texture wise, lighting, shadow, shaders, um, what else can I mention? Depth of field, all this other stuff. It looks great. Two problems. One, this is a problem you had, the scope. You don't like the scope in that game, which I admit it looks kind of weird.
And before
I
people
think one big
ask, it was an ACOG, but I don't normally have issues with an ACOG, but that one looked weird.
I don't okay, when it comes to the scope, I want it to actually like go up to your eye to where it's like, well, mostly. Like it doesn't have to go up to the eye. It's just like it needs to look nice, I guess. And that one just looked kind of weird. I mean, I get the point of if you're focusing on the scope and what's in the scope, then everything else blurs around it. But it's like, I don't know, it looks weird to me. So no thanks to that. Uh Character models. What? How come everything else looks good, but character models look washed out? It's like they put low textures on the models themselves. Everything else looks great. Character models, the model of the monster that shows up later, yeah, those are all just low. texture. I'm like, okay, you're making a point for a next gen game. Then you show this. Okay, sure. And that works. But where'd Shorty go? Is he still downstairs?
I don't
No,
know. He
I'm right here.
died.
I came back.
Okay. I was about to say
I've
you were
watched.
just
I've watched people play Party Animals. I don't know what the original game you were talking about was,
Gang
Beasts?
but I
Beasts?
watched. Yeah, I never heard of that
Is
before.
it okay?
But
But I
unless
have
you
watched
I
some
wanna
like
mention
bigger
something
YouTubers
funny.
play Party Animals.
are you sure it's Party Animals, or did you actually watch
No,
them play
I'm
Gang Beasts and you're
100%
confusing?
sure they were playing Party Animals. Same
I mean,
map,
you know what?
same
They look
characters.
very.
Yeah,
You can also look
Like
around.
but yeah.
big
I'm sure I've seen
creators
some
like
too, but it's been a while.
Jacksepticeye, yeah,
I
PewDiePie.
don't actually.
Pretty
I
sure
remember them
like
playing Gang Beasts. I don't remember them playing Party Animals. I remember them playing Gang Beasts, specifically those two. And
did they?
yeah,
Maybe I'm thinking of like RT Game, Jaden Animations, and a couple others.
maybe because I remember those two specifically playing Gang Beasts.
Yeah. Guys, I have something funny to tell you. So, you know, it's June. You know, my favorite month of the year.
Huh?
So basically, I'm checking the phone on the PlayStation app and in the store.
Mm-hmm.
So they have an LGBTQ plus games that they have.
Those, but I.
Hmm? And for some fucking reason, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater's in it.
They might have some representation. Like, you know, I don't know. I
Yeah, I don't know either, but it
don't think
feels like
and they may have added new characters that are of that, because unless they're adding old characters, I would not put it past some companies to be like, oh hey, at first, you know, we've only said that this is what this character is, and now it's this. I'm like, did you not just say that in the beginning? I mean, I get the point that it wasn't as common then, but just stick to your guns. Say it to the beginning. Don't just change out of nowhere.
yeah. And for some reason, Assassin's Creed
That's
Syndicate is in it,
URLs.
and I don't remember any gay people in that game.
Well, it also depends if there was anything other than, but
Yeah, but I don't think there was no other people.
the others, any other representation. I don't know. I don't really feel like looking it up because honestly, I don't feel like saying something wrong, getting somebody pissed off, and have to deal with that drama. Like, look, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. I don't know. We're just
Also, I
going
knew
off of
there
what
was a
the
Life is
definitions are right now.
Strange 2.
What?
I knew there was a Life is Strange 2.
Yeah, there's Life is Strange too.
Yeah, you said it was only 2 games.
No, I said out of that remastered collection, Life is Strange 2, there's already been, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about.
In the remastered collection, there was only 2. There was only the first one and Before the Storm, and then there's just Life is Strange 2, and now True Colors is coming out. We'll get to that here in a bit, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
Talking about Party Animals, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Joel from Roomy Official, Dave from Buena Band, Corpse Husband, and then PJ played Party Animals together.
well, I wouldn't know. I don't watch a lot of him these days, and usually when it is, it's something that I would actually care for. I don't really like those games. They're kind of boring me. They bore me. Sorry, Party Animals dev. The only way that it won't be boring is if you send me a key. Haha, sell out. No. Anyway. Okay. I will not do that. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't even fucking join you.
Okay. Don't just send one key. Send a few keys, because you know.
Yeah, but I'm not joining you.
Honestly, you can't just do one. Come on.
Nope.
Be a pal. Okay,
I would join you
number
almost
2, I don't
any
know, it
time,
just seems
but I have dignity.
dignity, he says. Again, we're
He
talking about
says
the
as
guy
he
who played
uses
My Little
Twitter.
Pony on his stream.
That was
streamed
years
My Little
ago.
Pony.
Let's talk
I
about
don't
Unicorn
care.
Princess
I will hold that
instead.
over your head. I will hold that over your head.
I fucking admit
rest
to
of your
playing
life.
Unicorn Princess.
Yeah, I know, you keep saying that. It's okay. I'm pretty sure Evil literally bought My Little Pony on Windows one time. I'm pretty sure I saw him in the Microsoft store buy it. Just he's like, okay, why not? I'm like, the fuck?
They-
Okay.
Where did
I
you
know
say
for
about
I know
it?
for sure on the Microsoft Store on PC.
So
Yeah.
let's move on.
Okay. Anyway, I get Soccer 2. Great looking game. Models look like crap. I'm sure it can be fixed. I mean, it's coming out in 2022. They have plenty of time. Supernatural stuff in there, cool. That looked kind of weird. That seems nice. I think we saw a cow explode. I think
I
that's what
don't
that
know.
was.
I
It was
don't
weird.
know half of the time what happened because I was fucking confused.
It did show Battlefield, the new one, 2042. It did show a bit of that
Yeah.
coming in October. I guess I'll probably play it. I mean, if it comes, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't know if it's. I'm sure it's paid, so I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. The only time I will is if it comes to EA Play later down the line. If it does, if it goes to Pro, I don't care. I'm not buying Pro. Get over it. Talking to EA in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
no.
just trash
Uh,
ID?
I mean, it makes sense if you're a big EA fan because you get all the new games right away, and you even get them like before they come out, like a few days, and play trials of games that aren't even out yet. I guess. Like,
Yeah, but that kind of feels like
but
then it's just like waste of anyways because like
it feels. I mean, it's $15 a month, which is the exact same as Game Pass Ultimate. I feel like you should just get Game Pass Ultimate because in this case you get all the Game Pass games and you get the EA Play subscription. So you get 80 plus like 250, 300 almost games.
yeah.
So you get all that instead of just what 90, 100, maybe 110, 120, I don't know, somewhere around there. So
I have
you get a lot
too
more.
many
Game
games
Pass.
I've just bought, downloaded, and played once or never played.
Yeah.
We just gonna start going
Yeah,
down our
so
lists.
should we
Um,
we were
can you
doing
tell
something
them?
important. Next, let's
Yeah, okay.
continue here.
Back to what we're saying. Yep. We're not going to talk about how that's. Yeah. No. Okay. So, Battlefield. Point is,
Yeah.
all I'll say is it looks grand. I mean, it looks okay. I do like the idea of a giant map, especially vertically. Not a lot of games do that. So in the case of like, you have all the way to the top of skyscraper down to the bottom. And you also have environmental hazard. So in this case, that a tornado in the trailer that you could actually go into, and I would imagine it kills you because people can get sucked into it. So I imagine it kills you. Maybe. Or it could probably fling across the map and slap you straight into a building and kill you. That'd be cool. Um, or if it has some in the tornado and you're flying around it and it smack like something in the tornado hits you super fast and kills you. That'd be cool too. I mean, Dying Light 2 is doing that too, the vertical sense. Because, I mean, not a lot of games do it. I'm glad people are doing it now. Anything else I can mention on here? Real quick. Oh, Plague Tale Requiem 2022. That's also coming out. I have yet to finish Innocence.
We had
I
the
have yet to
next
finish the first game.
start to finish
Which,
games.
by the way, is it later this month or a little bit or next month? Plague Tale Innocence is getting a Series X upgrade, so that gives me incentive to play the game because it's getting upgraded or optimized. So
Good.
it's giving me an incentive
And
to play the game.
and then
because it'll
I'm
get
gonna
upgraded.
force you to fucking stream it.
Well, I could try to finish it up. Okay, it was a good game. There's just other games that I was playing that I kind of felt like I just wanted to play more.
No,
Actually, I
that's not
stopped it 'cause-
like the issues with you just stop finishing the games. You don't finish games. You're like, oh, good game. Let's move on.
Exactly. That is me. That is me. Anything PlayStation wise, the only reason why is because I don't like plugging up the PlayStation and dealing with it. It just annoys me.
The
Like,
issue
I'm
is
not really a
that
big fan of playing the PlayStation.
the issue is
Meh.
though that most PlayStation games is actually fucking great.
I know that's the problem. I just don't want to build the PS4. It annoys me. I hate how the PS4 system works. I hate that as a system. The games are great. The system sucks, and the network sucks.
And
But
then you
the
have
games are great.
Xbox
That's the
that
only good thing about PlayStation. The games and the devs who make them. They're amazing. Everything
no,
else sucks.
I mean Yeah. Ooh. I may replay one of the games I have on PlayStation, which is Sleeping Dogs in the future.
I plan to actually play that again. I'm probably gonna stream the thing. I have it on a lot of things. I have it on Xbox. I have it on PC. Uh,
I
I think that's
bought
all I
it
have
for
it on
like
actually.
$4
Just Xbox
in
PC.
GameStop.
I do have Fallout 4, but I'm never playing that on stream. I don't care for it. Everyone's like, "Oh, Fallout 4 is such a great game," and I'm like, "Eh, eh."
Yeah, I know
I
it's
think I
not
just don't
that
like
great. I
Bethesda.
don't know what
I'll
people.
just stick to my Fallout 76.
So I don't think he can be our friends anymore.
Uh, fuck it. We're moving on to that topic now.
Does it
So
make it
Fallout
better if I've never played a
76.
Fallout game?
Oh God, you poor soul. Please, okay, if you have Game Pass, please play New Vegas. Just do that for me. At least play that one because that one's very good. It wasn't made by Bethesda. It was made by Obsidian, who made Outer Worlds. But do that because it's good. At least you have some good experience with it. But anyway, 76. New update came out for it, or is coming out. I mean, what is it? I don't even. We weren't even paying attention to the update. We were paying attention just to say that
Was
Fallout
it
76
Still
was
Dawn?
trash. We
Was it
may
called
play
Still
it.
Dawn?
I think so. Yeah.
I
We
don't
were
know.
saying that it's a trash game, or that it was, and it's probably good now, but we don't know, so we need to check it out. So in July is when the new update comes out. Which is it on this list? It is not on this list. Okay.
Oh God.
It's freaking Xbox and Bethesda. It's not on this list, but sometime in July, I think. So me and you said we will play it when that DLC comes out because it'll be free. Also, the pit is being added. The pit's coming too. So okay, which is a Fallout 3 DLC. I didn't play the pit. I played Mothership Zeta or Zeta, however you want to pronounce that. Same
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, so that's coming around. Again, I don't really like Bethesda. And bad enough they have their online games, they have that. They have Elder Scrolls Online, which you already say is bad. So I'm actually going to take that to face value in this case, considering how much you played Skyrim. So I'm
Like,
going to take that at face
I have
value,
played Skyrim and
considering for
Oblivion a
someone who
lot.
plays considering you played Elder Scrolls games a ton, or at least those two a ton.
I might
I'm
have
going to
like
trust the fact of
500
you
hours
saying
on
Elder Scrolls Online
Skyrim.
is not great.
Maybe.
Yeah, when I
Kind
say the
of.
online's not great. I mean,
Yeah. And I don't
it
understand
looked
what.
okay. It looks okay, but I'm like,
Yeah.
again, we might
I
try
don't
it in
know.
the
I
future.
feel like the mechanics doesn't feel like. It doesn't feel like. Because I compare with both. I compare more with Skyrim because that's a newer game that came
Yeah,
out.
I mean, it's the fifth game. Which, by the way, that's another thing. Elder Scrolls 6, we got info on Starfield. We didn't get a single bit of info on that this E3. Elder Scrolls 6.
I think
No info.
there's no information. Like we got. Oh, there's an
They
Elder
didn't even
Scrolls 6
say
is.
that either. They didn't even say that. I know everyone's excited for Elder Scrolls 6, but we have no info on that. Then again, it's more of a Nintendo thing than anything else. They do that a lot. Their whole thing is, we know you're very excited for this game, but I'm sorry to say we have nothing to share on that game as of this time. Please enjoy this side game slash knockoff that you don't give a crap about and will probably pay no money towards. Enjoy.
Everything about
And
Metroid
then they snap their finger.
before the C3 at least.
Well, I gotta admit, I like the new Metroid thing they showed off though, but I'll get to that
Yeah,
when we
it
get to
looks pretty
Nintendo.
cool.
But okay. What were we talking about just before that? It was still Elder Scrolls. So yeah, Elder Scrolls. I mean, I don't know. We might play that in the future, Elder Scrolls Online, just to like stream
Yeah, I'm
just
willing
try
to
it.
make you suffer for that if you want to. I've already suffered enough.
Well, okay. Okay, here's the thing. Technically, you were making me suffer through Fallout 76 because you're the one who
Yeah,
first
but we
suggested
both.
that.
No, that is
I'm
because we wanna.
suggesting. Yeah, I suggested Elder Scrolls Online, so technically now we're just forcing each other to suffer through both games.
Like but you agree because the new DLC, and you said yourself it may be good
Well,
now.
yeah, Fallout 76, I agreed to it like a while ago because at that time they were adding NPCs and dialogue trees, and I was like, okay, it might be good now because before it was absolute trash because I had none
Yeah,
of
and
that.
that's I
It was just
think.
terminal, so it was stupid. And then they added that. I'm like, okay, it might be okay now. And now they have like full on what look like story stuff that's like full on probably good. So I'm like, okay, it might actually be great now.
And it's just
Or fun,
gonna be Fallout 4.
probably. I mean, I have no gripe against Fallout 4. It's just I got bored.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
like
not
it either.
big
Like
on games like that. On games where it's like, oh, explore this giant open world and
I don't mind open world. Like I don't
I
mind it,
like open
but
world
like
too. It's just it depends on the game, I guess. And Fallout really does not get good with me.
and also
I don't like
Fallout
the
doesn't
character.
have
I don't
any way
care
to
for the story. I don't
travel.
care for the characters. And as far as I heard, the story later in the game sucks anyway, but people still enjoy it like hell. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but also there is like no travel way except foot, which makes it bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can fast travel, but how fun is that all over the map?
It
But if,
depends, really. I mean, depends on the fast traveling. In a lot of the cases, it's not great. Coming from somebody who's played New Vegas in 3, it's not great. It's not great.
yeah,
Um,
should we move on to better
but
games?
we still have the other 2 games. I will go ahead and do Forza first because I have a lot to say about Halo. So Forza Horizon 5 first. I'll say this. I loved Forza Horizon 4. I absolutely loved it. It had its issues. More
Yeah,
so the issues that there wasn't much you could do in the world. That was one thing that always bothered me. It's like there's not much you can do world-wise. You had to go to some event, like go to this race, go to this mission type thing. Like you play as the stunt guy, like the stunt vehicle in a movie production, or the like I think it was a taxi service one. Uh, there's a few other missions, but it's just like cool, those are great, but it's like there's nothing to do in world. All you can do is drive around, and sure you have the speed traps and everything, but it's like those get pretty boring quickly. But now
I mean it's a
5,
racing game. What do you expect?
I, I know, but I'm saying I wanted some more to do. And in 5, instead of playing in London, now we are in New Mexico, or is it Mexico? No, Mexico. Just Mexico.
Mexico.
I don't know why I said New Mexico. Fucking hell, we're not in America. Mexico. So, you know.
It's the old Mexico.
Which, by the way, it's kind of funny. They're just like, oh, we're now exploring Mexico. I'm like, where? Mexico's a big country, man. Where? We're in north, central. Where are we?
Yeah, but like I think they did like with
Tijuana? What are we doing?
Forza 4.
I don't
It's
think
gonna
so.
be a
It's
big
like
part
other places.
of Mexico.
I guess it's just like, I mean, how big are we talking? Well, where are? That's the thing. Just where is it? Because again, it's like literally as I was talking this down with True about the 4th game. It's like they say it's in London, and when I don't remember if he was streaming the game or we were talking about it. I think you were there at the point we mentioned it, or somebody. Just we were talking with him about it, and even he said those places are nowhere near London. He has no idea where the hell they got their info because that's nowhere near close.
Is
It's like it
it
makes no
fucking
damn sense.
Edinburgh in the fucking game?
Yeah, and it's not in near London.
Edinburgh is fucking not even in England.
Isn't that Scotland or
Yep,
something? Or
I
what is that?
think it's the
Yeah.
No, wait. No, yeah, I think it's the
Hold
capital.
on.
I'm not sure
Let
if
me
it's.
look real quick. Edinburgh.
I think it is the capital of
Is
Scotland.
capital of Scotland. Yep,
Yep.
capital of Scotland. So yeah, it made no sense for them to put it in a London map when it's in Scotland. Like if you would have said "Welcome to the UK," okay, that makes sense. But a few areas spliced in, I guess. But anyway, this is from Mexico, and honestly, the trailer looks amazing. The water physics look great. Like the water, just like, oh god, that looks too good. Made me want to play it immediately. I really wanted to play this. And there's a new mode, which why I was mentioning the world thing, where it's exploration mode. Basically, you go off and explore new areas to the map, and that is what adds to the map, like adds to new things to do, I guess. So you have to go off on your own and just find things, just find stuff to do, find objectives, I guess. And like, I kind of like that. It gives you a reason to actually explore, not just, hey, go to this side of the map, that's where you're doing. Or look at your map like, oh, hey, there's some over here. I'm just going to go over here for no reason. You have a reason to look around, reasons to explore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, that'd be great. I don't know, just I'm not much of a racing game person, but that's like the only racing game I actually care about is the Horizon series.
I
This
mean,
is
Need
actually
for Speed
kinda
is
nice.
not too bad.
I Never really played them.
I mean, okay,
Well, okay. The only ones I've played, the only one I have played, which is a normal racing game, is Underground 2. It's the only one I've played, and it's a good one, but it's the only one I've played.
I have played
Oh,
a
and
little bit of
what is it?
everything.
Heat? No, it's
I need to
what's one
play
that
Heat.
started with the cops and racers?
I
What is that one?
don't know. I
Pursuit.
think
Hot Pursuit. No. Is it Hot Pursuit?
opposite is
You can race in Hot Pursuit 2, because that's the only one I've ever played.
Need for speed.
You can have there's
Hot
like a cop
Pursuit.
mode in
I
Hot
think it's
Pursuit 2.
yeah, Hot
Hot
Pursuit
Pursuit
is the
is
one where you
I've
can
ever
be a
played.
cop.
It might have been Hot Pursuit. It could have been Hot Pursuit 2. I don't remember which one it is. There,
It's one of all the
no,
like.
these are older ones. It's this new one. It was like a newer one that just came out like before.
You mean it remastered?
No, Rivals. There it is.
All right.
There's cops in that one. Need for Speed Rivals. So that's the other one I played because Evil had it on his Xbox, and I downloaded it so I can play it. And
You
it
can
went
play it
alright. I
again.
just sucked at it really badly. Just sucked at it really fucking badly.
But at least you can play it
Every
again if you
time
want to.
every time I raced in it, I sucked at it. And I'm pretty sure actually, no, wait. No, I don't think it was on that. I think it was on his PlayStation. And one day when I went over to his house, because I did go over to his house one time or twice, that time I actually no, just once. We played it on his PlayStation, and I think I fucked up his thing. And he's just like, "Okay, you should probably stop playing. 'Cause you're gonna screw up my stuff." I'm like, "Okay." It was terrible. Like he had a really damn good record. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm fucking up your record. I shouldn't be playing this. He's like, no, go ahead. Until I did. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So Need for Speed, I mean, yeah, but also again, they're apparently starting to make the new Forza Motorsport. I'm like, I don't give a damn because that's just racing around a track, like a.
I have
normal
never been a big
tracks
fan of
for
track
game.
racing. Well, Gran Turismo is not too bad actually, but like
Okay, I'm a little bit okay with MTX because, like, you know, motorcycle racing, I'm pretty much okay with that because there's actual like bumps and everything in the road, so it makes it a lot harder. There's like actual ramps that actually
yeah,
are
bike
kind of
racing
nice
is
and everything. Like,
always kind of fun.
it's always fun. Like I actually kind of like that. Also, BMX racing, I like that too. That's fun, which I'll get to in a bit too, because there's another game I want to mention with that. But okay,
Yeah, okay.
here's the
Now
part
I'm gonna take a nap
where you are gonna.
for the rest of the stream because we're not gonna have anything else to talk about because someone's gonna sit and talk trash.
I'm not gonna talk the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
30 minutes maybe.
35 hours.
I thought you were about to say 35 minutes, and I'm gonna be like, maybe. So Halo Infinite. I have a lot to mention with this because there are good things and bad things. There are some bad things that I need to get out about that multiplayer reveal I reacted to that you didn't see because it was another video, and I reacted to that separately. Oh boy. So okay, campaign wise, we didn't really see anything campaign other than the cinematic, and I'm not going to say any spoils to it. I'm not going to mention what happened in that cinematic. I'm just going to say it looked good, and it's like, all right, yeah, that's nice, and it showed like a little bit of the map, which by the way, lighting looks fixed. Everything looks good now. Like everything looks great that way. They fixed that, and I'm happy about that. And for when I looked up online, the Craig, which is, you know, if you remember that like brute that just like showed his face smiling or whatever, like that kind of picture, he's now an Easter egg. They made him an Easter egg now, so he's somewhere in the game that you can just find him. That's fun. uh they revealed the multiplayer. Looks great. I do actually like the grapple hook mechanic, and it's a good thing it's not always on you. You have to actually go pick it up, but I do like that, especially because you can just grab weapons with it. Hate the gravity hammer. I'm saying that because as someone who used to play Griff Ball, which is basically like, how can I explain it? It's just a sport in the game. You know, how can I explain that? Basically, someone picks up the ball, they become gold, and they have to take it to the other team's goal. You have gravity hammers to kill them with. You also have energy swords to deal with. In this game, it looked like it took a while to actually bring down the hammers. That annoys me. I'd rather it be faster. Tiny gripe. Let's see. Anyway, multiplayer stuff looks good. That's all I can basically say there. Uh, Here's something that pissed me off. They're adding a battle pass. They're adding a battle pass to Halo Infinite, and I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Wasn't it free
Why?
though?
Yes, it's free, but why?
I mean,
And a lot
I
of it
cut.
reminds me of Destiny, and it's like, it reminds me so much because it's like, okay, they have all this through the mobile app too. Like you can go through the mobile app and do all your stuff there, I think, too, and on the website, like through their website system. You can do all it through there instead of just the game. So I'm like, that's neat, but it's like, Battle Pass, really? You have to do it through a pass system, which it's just like, I mean, MCC has that. MCC has the system where it's basically you go through these levels, and when you're say at like level 2 in the past, I guess, there has like a few different items within it. You can pick which one you want before the other ones, because let's say there's 10 in each level, and you usually can just like go in order. That's what it first did, and then they changed it to where you could pick one on like this other one first if you really want it, then pick another one, but you have to pick them all if you want to get to the next level. So I guess it makes sense, but uh, it's just so annoying. I think I prefer the time where you can just level up and you get like, and you unlock the armor, or in Reach's case, you would level up and you get credits and you spend credits to buy armor. And honestly, I know this sounds kind of bad, but I kind of liked it. It was kind of nice. It kind of showed that, like, you could save up so much credits. Like, the best armor piece is like 150,000 or something. And like, I'd save up for that crap and always buy it. And now it's just like, eh, that takes the sport out of it. Which I know I said, Halo putting sport competition, don't like. I stand by that, but I mean, leveling up was kind of nice to be a little stuff. Anyway, the Destiny thing I was talking about, uh, they have legendary items and rare items and all that, because there is a purple, there's a orange or gold, there's a blue, and I think there's probably going to be a green like type items. I'm like, oh my dear God. Fucking hell, fucking putting rarity on these damn things, and I'm like, oh God, I'm not too happy about that, but okay. It's the world now. Every game needs a battle pass, battle/season pass. Every game needs unlockable items, which isn't a bad thing on its own. And I don't know. Very annoying. Very annoying.
I mean, for certain games, I feel like it could make sense, but the issue is like, it's when
They
they
just do
say,
too much. It's more like a copy.
yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I could see it like a good, kind of nice thing if you don't have to pay for it every time. Like, here, have this free
Yeah.
thing. And yeah, you can get this stuff, and if you complete it, you may get a little bit nicer rewards, but like,
I will admit that one thing that they said in that reveal trailer does make me happier, is that they've said that they will not, that everything you unlock in the game is only unlockable. Like if you want to get some, you have to unlock it. You cannot pay to get it beforehand, except for some things. You can't get armor, like any new armor pieces or anything like that. You cannot pay to get it. I mean, it's just cosmetics, but you cannot do that according to them. You have to unlock it through their system. But from what I hear, coatings, which is their new like color customization, which is just Destiny shaders. That's exactly what it is. They can't tell me any different. It's just Destiny shaders. Apparently, those you can buy. Like you buy those, and
I mean,
everything that you buy that you can buy for those, they can be unlocked later. But those you can get right away. But it's like, okay, why not just have colors? Not fucking like, oh, it's a new system. Like it works great. It gets so much customization. Like, yeah, you know what else made so much customization? Fucking choosing your own colors for each armor piece. God damn. Instead, you
yeah,
get
no.
one color for everything. One whole color to customize all you have.
The only Halo I've ever played is Halo 3.
Well, I mean, at least it was a good Halo. So,
Yeah, yeah. Halo
at
3
least you're
is
not one of those people who said that the only
great.
thing they played was Halo 4. Or no, Halo 5. Okay, that depends. Halo 4 campaign, that's okay. That's great. Halo 4 campaign I actually quite like. It's actually one of my favorites, probably second favorite. Or yeah, because narratively it is amazing. So screw everybody who says no. Except I won't be doing that because, Sweet, he likes to take my words and misconstrue them. So, yeah, I hate you. Um, uh, what was I going on about? But multiplayer wise, Halo 4, no, terrible. Halo 5, multiplayer, meh. Campaign, terrible. Halo 3, yeah, good. You're good there. But honestly, I know you thought I had a ton to say about Halo Infinite. I don't. All I can say is I am actually very excited. Cannot wait to play it. And thankfully it's coming to Game Pass. I mean, granted, I would have bought it anyway. Shut up. I I would have bought it anyway. But thankfully it's coming to
You
all
would
that
have
stuff.
bought the battle pass.
No. I said I would have bought Halo Infinite anyway.
Oh, okay.
Like the game. I would have bought the game anyway.
I think about getting a
Glad that
physical
it's gonna
copy
get
of it.
Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. I didn't think about that. Okay, if they mention like collector's editions or something, I'm buying it. No
Yeah,
questions asked. Like a
like
collector's edition with like a statue or something. I don't care if that thing's like 170 or 200. I'm buying it. Because the last time I did that was Reach. I bought the legendary edition, which came with a statue. I never put that statue together. It is still sitting in a room. It is just sitting there. But it came with like a statue. It came with the limited edition, which came with like a custom book that was from like one of the characters in the game that has like a bunch of lore and info.
yeah.
So it's like it's kind of cool. But point is, yeah, I would like that. So,
I
but it's
used
kind of
have
free in a lot of ways. Also, free to play multiplayer. People who don't even have Game Pass or Gold, still cool. And Xbox has already said that every game free to play now will now be free to play without live. You do not need live in order or a multiplayer subscription in order to play free to play games. So
yeah,
Halo Infinite counts.
which
So there you go.
PlayStation already had.
I know, but I'm saying they finally, you know, they finally got with the times,
Yeah.
which Nintendo needs to get back on. Now Nintendo is doing it where every game requires a Nintendo online subscription. Like, hey guys, we made this, we got the Switch, we're making an online thing. That's what everyone else is doing, right? Like, okay, look, it's cheap. It's
Also,
$20 a
have you
year.
spotted that also Nintendo has the worst fucking connection of all three?
Yeah, it does.
It's
It's
also
fucking
because of
terrible.
the servers that they use for the different
Yeah, I
games.
know. But I mean,
Because with like a fighting game like Smash Bros, it doesn't. You can't really do the same thing as like an FPS.
yeah, I guess. But like I said, it's only $20 a year anyway. I'm pretty sure that's actually just peer to peer. It's not matchmaking. I'm pretty sure there is no real matchmaking on those games. It's mainly peer to peer to the point that someone is actually the host. So someone will actually become the host in those matches. Whether it's like a 4-player, 8-player game, whatever. I think they're actually the host. There is no match made. Unless the game itself does that. But first party games, I don't think there is a match made. It's just, you know, one person becomes a host. So good luck with that one.
By the way, next, did you ever
Hmm.
buy the Blank Dream book?
No.
Huh.
It's now like $30 or $40 now. So I'm waiting for that to go down before I
I'm
buy it.
just staring at mine.
I'm waiting till that thing goes back down. It's very expensive now.
It went up. I think I got it for cheap, if I remember correctly.
It was like $20 when I first looked at it, or 15, I think. So I'm like, I should have got it then, but I'm like, I'd rather get something I could actually read. I don't I don't read Japanese, and it is only in Japanese.
Jeez,
There is no English
you
copy.
don't know Japanese? Shaking my head.
No, I'm not a weeboo like you. You weeb. I am, but okay,
Oh yeah,
fine.
talking about collector's edition, I have only bought collector's edition once. And that was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Press X to doubt. Anyway.
No, actually, because it's always like $300 normally. But I got that one for
Mm.
170.
One thing I really freaking wanted super badly was it Black Ops 4 that did that? The Juggernog mini fridge. Was it
Oh,
Bugs
that
4?
sounds like amazing, actually.
Like I really wanted that. I mean, it was a small one, but it was just the Juggernog mini fridge. It was an actual mini fridge that worked. And like, I really want this. Like, I wanted it so badly, but I'm like, I don't have the money. That was before I had a job, and I'm like, I really want this this thing so bad, but I couldn't buy it. Like, it was the only chance I would ever buy Black Ops 4. I'm pretty sure it was for that game. Like, it's the only time I would ever pay for it, just for that alone.
Hmm.
Because otherwise, I would never pay for the damn game.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, speaking of mini fridges, I forgot to mention, it did not say it, but I saw it. They put out an Xbox mini fridge, an Xbox Series X mini fridge. It is actually a thing. Before they made the fridge real, now the mini fridge is real.
Yeah,
It is
isn't it
actually
a little bit
announced.
old? I think they measured that long time, like a.
No. The fridge was announced a while ago. The mini fridge is
No,
now new.
no, I think the mini fridge is kind of old news too. Like it
Nope,
was.
nope, nope. I'm dead serious. It is actually real. I have the article right here. Put that back in spam. Hold on.
Yeah, but I think I've heard about it. Not.
I mean, you probably heard about it, but I'm saying it is actually full on, like, announced as a real thing now.
I
So
was still want an Xbox fridge.
well, I mean, a full fridge would be fine, but I just want this mini fridge now. It looks like it carries a lot, actually. Yeah, like my mini fridge only has like 6 spots. This has,
Yeah.
this looks like it has a ton. Like, I want that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh
He's
man.
looking at fridges.
So this is actually purchasable. Hold on a minute. Let me see.
Are you gonna waste fucking cash
World
on
of
a
Warcraft
fridge?
and have this play on one of Xbox Xbox's velocity cooling architecture. Yeah, all right. Does it say you can actually buy it though? I mean, I'm not now because it's just announced. I wonder, could you actually buy? Is it gonna be like purchasable, not just like, you can win this, or you can or like limited stock or something? I would hope. No one said a price yet, but it's apparently supposed to be priced between $200 to $300. If that is the case, then never mind. But that'd be cool, unless it's like a bigger one, like
What did you
one
say
that's like
the
underneath
price
your desk or
was?
something. That's like, okay. They said they haven't given a price. Hold on. It says that no price has been said, but fans are predicting the price has to be less than the console. So people for some reason are predicting $200 to $300, and I'm like, that kind of
No.
doesn't make sense. But then again, if it is the big one, like those big mini fridges that can like fit right under your desk, but like just barely, that kind of makes sense. Kind of. Because my mini fridge is tiny. It can fit on top of a desk, like in the corner. And that thing was only worth like $30, which makes sense. All right. Pretty much all of Xbox and Bethesda. I mean, I'll say overall, the best conference because it had the most in it, obviously, but also the most well presented conference in my mind. Most well presented. It all went great.
Yeah. Should we take the trash when we watch directly after?
Oh man, they didn't even put the other game in there. That's stupid. Did they announce it somewhere? Hold on. Did they announce it somewhere else? No.
Which game?
Well, they're missing some shit. An Ubisoft one, they missed one. Huh. Okay. Sure, Square Enix. Okay, yeah.
So, before we talk about this, I want to explain it. This one was like 30 minutes. It was
on the
30
thing,
minutes.
it said like an hour and 50, and we're like, oh, well, all right, we might need to do this the next day. Because at the time, we're like, oh, it's like a 4-hour stream for the Microsoft Bethesda. We figured that out, and they're like, oh, well, it's actually very short, or it's kind of short. We can go and do Square Enix next. And then we're like, never mind, it's just 30 minutes. It's going to be kind of a tiny one.
We thought it was
But
gonna
we'll
be
do it.
longer. And I'm gonna tell you something even more funny. 15 of those minutes was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. Which, okay, I'll say this. It looks like it's going to be a good game, but we have our gripes.
Oh
We
yes.
absolutely have our gripes. I mean, okay. The first thing, really, voice casting. With the casting. We're not the biggest fans. Because Star Lord sounds like a dude, bro. And not like a, yo, dude, what's up, bro? Like, not that kind of shit. Just like hippie. I don't know how to explain it. It just like, or, not surfer bro type of deal. Just like dude, bro. It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't ring Star Lord to me. It does not work. It's weird. Like, okay. Think Seth Green normally. Like Seth Green, if obviously, Chris from Family Guy and one of the main voices of Robot Chicken because he made Robot Chicken, but his normal voice, not the Chris voice. So I'd say that is pretty similar in my mind. Probably nowhere near correct, but that's just my thought. Um, Rocket sounds like if they went to the movie and they got one of the parts where he's talking very lightly or something, uh, or like something like that, and that is how they chose the voice. Like not his normal voice, but like when they talk lightly in like one part of the movie, and that's his entire voice for the game. So it's like close, but no. And then our favorite. No, two of our favorites on the Drax. We're just too used to Dave Bautista. You
Yeah.
can't take away that man's amazing performance as Drax. Like he is Drax. This is how it is. He is. You cannot say no to that. It works great. Like he's amazing at it. And you have someone else doing it. It's like it's not a deep voice. It's not a deep voice person like voicing it. Not deep enough anyway. So it's like it doesn't fit. It does not fit. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably good at the character, but it sounds weird. And then again, personal favorite of ours. Would you like to mention?
I am Groot.
Well, I say it doesn't sound like that. Like "I'm Groot," like that. It's just like
Like it
eh.
doesn't even sound like it doesn't
It
even
does.
sound like Groot at all.
It doesn't even sound like he's like really trying to. Okay, it's very possible that the person who is voicing Groot is doing it just fine. Whoever's voicing him, because before it's obviously Vin Diesel works great. He's good at he's good at what he does. And then this person who's doing it, they didn't reveal cast names as far as I'm aware. Maybe someone's like made a thing about it already saying who's casted, but they didn't say in the trailer. So I don't know. But in this case with Groot, probably doing a good job at it. But whoever is editing it, whoever is like modulating that voice, what are you doing? You're going too into it. You turn the dial to 11 when it needs to be 7. Don't go to 11 just because every propaganda says turn that shit to 11. Turn it to 7. It's there for a damn reason. There's a fucking warning sticker right above it. Pay a damn attention.
Nah.
I got the country
Use
with that one.
full fucking. Just take
I got
it to the
slightly
highest.
southern with that. I don't know why, but I got slightly southern. I'm hanging around with fucking
I
too
mean,
many
I
southern,
feel
I
like,
guess.
yeah, the only good character was Gamora, which is kind of
Gamora was great.
like.
That is, I guess it's not hard in that case. I mean, that kind of is messed up to say. Okay, to me, I feel like when it comes to female voice casting, there are a lot of choices that will just make it fine, make it perfectly fine. Because it's like, I don't know, it's trying to say something that won't sound bad or won't sound sexist or something. I guess in a way, it's like, female voices are a lot easier to like modify in a lot of cases. So if they need to. So in a way, it's just like it kind of works out easier.
I feel like that's
And
the
it's always
issue is
easier
that the
for them
only
to work
two
with.
that actually modified is Rocket and Groot.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say it right now. Like I am gonna say this. Freaking at this rate, women just have you know, seem to have a better vocal and which I guess singing counts as vocal in this case, talent than most men do in this case. So, you know, you're most likely going to get a good deal with that. Mostly of whoever you pick. Whoever you cast. So, gotta say that. It's just like, not many will run into you won't. Anyway, so yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy took forever. And the whole point of the game is to play as just Star-Lord. I would have preferred a game where you could switch between the people. But it looks like you just play Star-Lord, and it's a choice game. So it's like there would be these dialogue options where it's like, you know, this, say Rocket wants to storm into this base and like do stuff. And Gamora's like, no, that could probably be too dangerous for you. And then Star-Lord has to decide which is going to happen. You know, side with Gamora and say, no, it's too dangerous. Or side with Rocket and say, you know, go blow shit up. So that's the point of the game, is to just keep siding with people. Like, yeah, that's going to work out well.
I hope they
If you're
make
gonna
it a
be the,
multi-ending game then.
Probably. But if you're going to be the word that's banned on Twitch, the word that starts with an S, to Gamora, then, well, we know where this is going.
Yeah.
Can't say that word.
Yeah,
Thanks a
you
lot,
know,
Twitch people.
yeah, I still don't fucking understand. I'm still like, why if
Well, I
you
don't think it's banned. It's just so much that they look at your streamer archive if that word is detected. So they like go like, what happened there? What? Like, I'm trying to think of like a good example, like visually, like something that you can pop up in your mind and just instantly know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think like a movie thought, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so you have that kind of mechanic. It's a third person action shooter, so okay, that makes sense. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game as long as it's better than freaking Avengers, which it's gonna be better than Avengers. So don't worry. I'm gonna say that now. It is going to be. That's my thought.
yeah.
Then a lot of random trailers, which this only has 4. I think there was at least a couple more games announced, but this only shows 4 on this list. So even this site knows that there was just a bunch of bullshit.
I think the
announced.
only like trailers they showed was the Avengers DLC for Black Panther.
Yeah, the Black Panther one. Hold on. Who wrote this? I gotta see who wrote this. Games Industry Biz. From these guys. I'm not even gonna mention who wrote it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, yeah, I think the Black Panther one, the okay, we're gonna talk about this one just now. Chaos.
I forgot the name of the game. What was the name of the game? Do you remember the
The
name of the game?
Stranger of. Doesn't do you have the note thing?
No, I've stopped taking notes. And it doesn't show it on here. Oh no, yeah, it does. Never mind. This one's on here. I was looking around, I didn't see it.
The Stranger of.
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
That.
How about that one? Okay. So basically, the whole point, I don't even know the point of the story. It's just like, there's this one guy in it who's like, all right, we must kill Chaos. Like, it's Chaos's fault. Like, you know, we have to go after Chaos. It's like, at this point, it's freaking Metal Gear Solid like, no, Chaos, and nah. Just like, what the fucking hell, shut
Like,
up. It's just every
so
5 seconds, Chaos. And then, like, the narrator isn't even in on it, like, okay, like, in this story, you are facing an evil villain named Chaos, and your whole objective is to go kill Chaos, and you have to, face Chaos's wrath in this new world. Blah blah blah. I'm like, can
Kill
you stop saying
Chaos.
the word Chaos?
But
Like,
Chaos.
okay. The worst part is, I even made a joke about how if you played a drinking game, to every time they say the word Chaos, and then you replied with, "You'd be dead." Like, you're not wrong. They say it so damn much.
Like, I think it was like 5 seconds. That was chaos. 5 seconds. Chaos. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. This game comes out in 2022, and if they release another update for it, like in the next E3 or another like thing for it, I'm definitely having a bingo like spot for that. We were gonna do bingo charts, by the way. We decided to screw it. Like, we never even did them, so whatever. But uh, if they could do that again, the next one, I'm definitely going for that. Tell how many freaking actually.
you should have taken some alcohol then
actually
that
do it.
time.
I'm
Let's
about to
see
say
if
I
you.
might actually do that. I might actually grab some. If it's not a couple nights, well, I'll probably just like do it on a day where it's like I'm free for the next couple days, just in case. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll grab something.
But talking
Shot
about
worthy.
Final Fantasy, they are releasing 1 to 6 on Steam
I'm
and
actually okay.
mobile.
I'm partially okay with that because it's like, okay, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the Final Fantasy series. And the only reason why is because honestly, I wasn't a big fan of turn-based RPGs for the longest time, and recently I've gotten into a few of them. But also, honestly, the story kind of just bored the hell out of me. Final Fantasy. I didn't care. I do not care.
I think people say
Like, oh, don't
7 and
fucking bore
9
me.
has the best stories.
Those I can at least agree with. Well, 9 I don't know. 7 I can at the very least heavily agree. Yeah, that should be good. I wouldn't mind playing that. Which, by the way, it is on Game Pass, the original. So I
Yeah.
could do that.
I
I could
own.
at least play the
I still have to finish the remake.
own that bitch.
Like I'm not kidding. So I did 2 chapters each stream. I have 2 chapters left.
Jeez. Yeah, we got that. There's more Final Fantasy stuff, I think. Oh yeah, they did the trailer for Integrate, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, we already knew about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think they mentioned 16 at the end. Like a little bit.
I think maybe. Also, I forgot to mention the last one because it's not on the list. I don't think. No, I don't see it on the actual list. No, it's in there. I just didn't see it. 12 minutes on the Xbox one, the 12-minute game. I think that's pretty cool because it's gonna have Daisy Ridley. I don't know who the other person was, and Willem Dafoe. So I'm like, that would be good because it's just a loop game where it loops every for these 12 minutes. It loops, I think. So you just have to like try to figure stuff out. I think that'd be kind of nice. But that's all I gotta say about that game. Good casting. I'd be interested to see what they do with it.
Willem Dafoe is really good.
Yeah, probably. I say yeah, Daisy Ridley's pretty much a good actor anyway, but I've only seen her in 2 things. Or I only know her in Star Wars and whatever that one movie with Tom Holland was. I'd never actually seen that one, but I saw the trailers. I'm like, oh, okay. What was that? What was that movie?
I don't know.
Hold on. Also, Shorty, you have been very quiet throughout all this.
Oh yeah, I just kind of zoned out.
Like, you can talk anytime, you know? You can jump in anytime.
I didn't watch any other things other than just like the Nintendo Direct.
Wow.
You know, I'm
Chaos
inviting
Walking,
a
how was
guest
that?
and it's terrible.
All I cared about.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, Chaos Walking, that's the name of the movie. With Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. So, yeah, I've seen trailers of that. I've never watched it because I don't watch movies these days. I don't really care for them.
I watch movies almost every
I don't
day.
have any faith. I don't have any faith in movies anymore. I'm pretty sure they're all boring now.
I can
the
recommend a
Marvel ones
movie
are
with, I
mostly
think
okay.
it's, yeah,
Every time.
there's a new one called Army of the Dead. Really good movie. The zombie movie, but you know, it was good.
The fact that it's a zombie movie instantly tells me no, because most of them are trash.
Yeah, but Danny can agree with me.
Okay, that's 2 people. Your point.
Trust me. I'm Russian. You can trust me.
The people in Soccer 2 were Russian. I don't think I could trust them. They didn't seem very trustworthy. Okay. I'm not saying that Russians are not trustworthy. Don't spin my freaking words, internet.
It sounds like you saying
Hashtag
Russian is.
canceled.
Don't worry.
Canceled.
See, you
Cancel me.
cancel yourself already.
Very nice.
Like, that's the best way to
Yeah.
cancel someone is to cancel yourself. Because if people try to cancel you, like, yeah, I know, I already did that like 50 times.
Yeah, you just weren't paying attention. Another thing that they announced, which I'm like, why? Okay, cool. Hitman Sniper. Another mobile game. And now it's Hitman Sniper: The Shadows. Like,
Ooh!
okay, Square, I think you're losing your edge. Did you ever have your edge? Because I don't think you ever did. Because all you do
No, they're called
is release
Square.
trailers for
No,
mobile games.
you know the first name was Squaresoft.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a copy.
Well,
So that's a no. Okay. Uh,
yeah, I don't think there was much to say about Square Enix. Like honestly, it was so bad.
Hold on. The only noteworthy thing for me that I even cared about was the Life is Strange stuff, and there wasn't much to go on about. I mean, there was the True Colors that just like went a little bit more in detail about the new powers, which is just aura stuff. Like, oh, you could see the aura, like, if they're angry, if they're sad, or they're joyful, or whatever. And like,
Sounds
apparently the
fun.
ability is you could probably fix it, like you make them feel better, I guess. I don't know. It's like, okay. I mean, it's probably a good game, but could explain that better. Um, you got that, which I guess is all right. It's made by Deck Nine, which is the people who made Before the Storm. So, okay, which explains why one of the characters, there's a character in it named Steph. She's from Before the Storm, and they just brought it back in this because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I guess it was a fan favorite. I agree she was a good character, but fan favorite. All right. I know the actor, or I know the voice actress for that, and yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to finish the first
Uh,
one.
I should talk to her a couple times, mainly on her stream because she streams. So, like, talked to her a couple times. She's all right. Nothing else in Square. Square's kind of out. So, meh. Okay. I'm going to go off with the two other things I watched, which is Ubisoft and Nintendo. I'm not going to mention much, but I'm going to mention a few things. Obviously, Just Dance. I skipped it. I don't care. Cool.
How
Dance
dare
again.
you?
Congratulations. Congratulations. I skipped it for two reasons. One, copyright. Two, it's stupid. So no thanks. Um, let's see here. They only had. Is this the only games they had? Just 5 games? No, no, no. There was one more that they've for some reason on this list. One thing I was actually excited about. Do you know the game Rocksmith, the guitar
Oh
learning game?
yeah. I know Rocks. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they now are making another one, Rocksmith Plus, which at first I was like, oh yeah, that's good. Then the only bombshell that I'm annoyed about, it's a subscription service for it. You have to
Oh
subscribe for it. I'm
boy.
like, oh no. No, you had me so hyped. I'm like, no, another Rocksmith because I was so bad at the other one. I'm like, I would like a new one that's more developed and like actually has more uh attention to it because like the other one was from 2014. It was remastered for like the
Oh
next
fuck.
year. It's like a year later they made a remastered version, or maybe a year after that. They made a remastered version, so I was like, okay, so they're gonna be more dev cycles with this game, like more attention, more updates. Not really, just new songs added. That's it. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's neat. So now with this one, I'm like, okay, good, more stuff to do. Uh, if there's any issues, they can help fix. Um, well, okay, subscription. That's a downer. However, one thing that actually is very nice for me, tablature, which people don't know, tabs, like guitar tabs. It's basically just like, okay, how can I explain it? It basically just like it's a part on the screen for people who don't know. It's basically just like you can read it on the screen. It'll show like 6 lines. The top line is the high string, the bottom line is the low string in this case, like that order. And it just shows the numbers, which the numbers are the frets on the guitar. So that's the way I've learned guitar this entire time. I've learned through tablature. And in this game, at first it didn't do that. It was just like their own type of setup. It'd like go super fast, and I'm like, this is so hard because it's like now I had the low string as the top and the high string on the bottom. Like this is so confusing. There's no setting to switch this, and I'm like, it's confusing for me. I don't know why it was, but it was. And now they have temperature mode. I'm like, oh, okay, this will help me out big time because now I can just look at the number and go from there. So that helps. But yeah, subscription service, okay, I guess. But it had a closed beta, and I signed up for it, so I will tell you how I think about it when if I get into it. If I get into it, I'll mention how I like it or not. If I'm not signing a freaking NDA saying don't say anything.
I don't think they would do that. Not at least. I think it's
It's
different.
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
It's
but also
Ubisoft. Come
like,
on.
I think as long as you
I mean,
don't
I'm pretty
like.
sure they just mean a recording and streaming NDA, but at the same time, it may be one of those vocal NDAs because there are some games that do that. They say do not say anything on any platform. So even a podcast or a review, you cannot say anything about it. You're not allowed to. Like in any online format, you cannot share word about what it's like in that beta or anything from it. There are some games that do that. I'm pretty sure Ubisoft has actually made some of those. So it could be. If it's not one of those, I'll say something. If it is, I'll just play nice. I won't say anything about it. I'll say that I like it, but that's about it. Or if I hate it, I'll say I don't like it, but we'll see. Okay, another game, which by the way has a beta as well, Riders Republic. This game looks great. Like it really looks good. It is BMX. Okay, it has BMX racing. It looks like Trials, but first person and third person. Like it reminds me of that, but it's like racing around on BMX bikes, snowboarding. I think that does not have snowmobiles. Just like snowboarding. It has hang gliders. It also has parachute gliding, which is for exploration. You can explore the whole huge map. It has like a giant map to go around. It has its own creation, I think. I think you can like create your own maps with it. Maybe. I could be confusing with that other game we saw on the Xbox thing, but yeah. Still, that's really cool. And I actually am kind of excited to play that. It does have beta too, so I'll sign up for it. So cool. I won't mention much with Rainbow Six Extraction because you. And before we started this, I did tell you the one feature, which is
Yeah.
that if you play with an operator and you bring in some equipment, that if you lose, like if you get captured, that operator is now gone. Like you cannot select that operator again until you go on the mission to rescue the operator with someone else. And I'm pretty sure the equipment's either they didn't specify whether equipment is gone forever at that point. We have to get it again, or if when you rescue the operator, you get the equipment back. I don't know which it said, but
So are you gonna
that's
be
a
able to
mechanic, and I'm like, I
get
actually kind of like
like
that.
duplicates of items? Because that would be good. Cause like, say you find an assault rifle that you like, and then, as I said, you lose it. So you still want to use the assault rifle. So you would be like, oh, I have to rescue that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, screw the operator. I don't care about the operator. I want my assault rifle back.
Fuck you, guy.
Who
Can you just
cares?
give me the weapon? Can you just release the weapon? Thank you. You can stay here.
But it's on
Bye.
my back. Like it's on my back. You have to rescue me to get it. It's stuck to my back. Like,
Nah. I'm just
rescue him. It's
gonna.
like
I mean,
then you rescue him, and it's like, okay, now I'm holding the gun, so you have to get me out of here before you get this gun back. Like, can I just take it?
just shoot him in the
Knock you
head.
out and sell it?
Just shoot
Can I
him
just knock you out
instead.
or kill him? Pretty
Yes.
sure if you did that, like, it'd be fun if you actually did try to kill them, and it's like, oh, the operator's now permanently locked because you killed them.
Or you get like a time limit, or like the character gets locked for like a time. Like,
That was loud.
well, that's not a person's problem. But yeah,
Did you guys hear that?
what?
Did you guys hear that a second ago?
No.
Okay, I guess Chris is doing his job. Something fell in the living room. That was ow.
Okay, so as I was saying, like they could lock it for a while. That would be nice.
Yeah. But I mean, okay. Again, I'm not a big fan of Rainbow Six games in general. I did kind of like the Vegas games a little bit. I guess they're okay, but I didn't get to play them much because I would prefer to play with friends.
Yeah, which is good with extraction because you need friends.
Yeah, Vegas 1 and 2, which I I still love I'll mention this. One of the mechanics I loved about Vegas 1 and 2 is that you could plug in the old Xbox Live Vision camera and you can actually map your face to your player model. It was just like you have your face horribly made, mind you, on that model. And it'd be hilarious. So like I do love that mechanic. I can never get it to work. I tried and it can never track my face right. I don't know if it was the lighting in my room or what, but it couldn't track my face correctly. I'm like, oh well, that sucks. But anyway, uh, there's that Siege. It actually got an update, I think. I think Siege. Oh,
Yeah,
the new season, the new
I've not
Siege
played
season.
it yet.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's like already updated or if it's going to be, but
It's
I
updated.
don't care.
I do.
I don't
Played
play
it, but
Siege.
like
I'll admit, I was going to, and apparently Siege is getting crossplay, so that's a note.
between PlayStation and Xbox, but not PC.
Yeah, which okay, that's fine because I have it on Xbox because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, so if
So
you ever
I can
want to
still do
just
that.
mess around in that sometime, we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing like one stream of it and then never playing again, because that's probably what I'm gonna do. So that's that. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Uh, may actually have a friend who might want to join that, but I think they have it on PC, so that wouldn't work. So scratch that
I
thought.
might get
But
it
they have
on.
it on PS4.
Actually, do you have it on PC? Or is it only on
I
console?
don't. I don't think I have it on PC. No. But I mean, like I said, it's on Xbox
Or
Game
we just
Pass.
wait for a free
Use
weekend to play it. Well, there is a free weekend now, but you know. Oh,
yeah,
actually, you can't.
weekend. That's a week. It's actually a week. But the
No.
problem is it's Thursday. I can't stay up late tomorrow, and we're staying up late now to do this. So that's already said and done. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we could still. Well, can you even run Siege on your PC?
Oh
Like, do you
yeah,
even
I
know if you
can.
could? Why do you keep telling me a lot of time where it's like, oh, I don't know if I can play this game on PC? Like, I get the high end games, but if you play Siege on your PC, you can absolutely play a lot of other games.
Yeah, but I have low graphics also. That.
Again, Siege,
Although
Ubisoft
Siege is
game.
an older game. It was
How
6 years
old? It's not
old.
that old. Damn, is it?
Yep.
Fuck.
It is that old. Like, I can play games that is from like 2015. That's my limit.
I'm feeling you a bit more, but
I probably could, but I don't wanna. I
I feel
think
like
it's
you
the
can actually play Doom Eternal
processor.
on your PC. I feel like you could, and I'm
Huh?
only saying that because I
What
said I
game?
feel like you could play Doom Eternal on your PC because there's like a really potato graphic mode on it.
Maybe. I need to
Because I
complete the
mean, honestly,
16
that
one.
game on my laptop, I think even gets high frame rate. I haven't tried it because I haven't installed it. I don't want to install large games on my laptop. I only have the SSD. When I get the hard drive for it, sure, but past that, meh.
Yeah.
Anyway, past all that stuff, there was another two things announced. Obviously, the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, because I actually didn't know that was an Ubisoft property, the Mario Rabbids, which Rabbids is, yes, because that's part of Rayman. But I didn't know that Nintendo licensed out Mario to them for this, for them to develop. But I guess it makes sense. So, I mean, yeah, okay. I never played a Mario Rabbids game, which, fun fact, I'll mention this. Uh,
Don't let me
like
own
last
it.
night or yesterday, I didn't have the last game was Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and didn't have the game. For some reason I thought it was just a Wii U game. I think it was. I'm not sure about that, but I'm like I thought that's all it was. And then I saw it on the eShop on my Switch because I was going through because Nintendo announced like new demos that you could play. So I'll download some to check them out. And I looked at the deals. This game was $10, 15? No. What was it?
Wabbit, wabbit.
It was a bundle. Like, it was a I forgot how much. Hold on. I can look this up right now, actually. Just to be sure.
Yep. Add you in again and put you over here.
Tool.
Okay.
Okay, Nintendo. Here we go. I can actually tell you right now.
Hmm.
Okay. Once I can actually see the. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? Go to the damn site so I can. No. I hate this stupid shit. I'm saying to try to buy it. Okay, here we go. Normally it is $60 because games. It is on sale right now for $10, and I bought it because it was $10 instead of 60. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. So first Mario Rabbids game I now own. At time of reacting both to Ubisoft and Nintendo, I did not own it. Now I do. So, okay.
Good
And I
for
tried
you.
like maybe one mission of it, and it's like, all right, it's all right. It's a tactical game, like it's a,
Oh no.
I don't know, it's a turn-based tactical game of this one, and then the Sparks of Hope is not turn-based. It's like you could freely move around and do. It might be turn-based, but it's like you can freely move around like this set area now instead of just being stuck to one area and doing stuff like that. It's okay, but that was announced. I guess people are happy about that because now it has Rabid, Rosalina, and all that. And oh boy, she's bored. That's literally what the Nintendo trailer said. Because the Ubisoft trailer didn't have any narration, but the Nintendo one had narration over it, and it's just like, oh, and Rabid Rosalina's now in the game, and she's bored. I'm like, okay, thanks for narrating the obvious. I'm a little bit bored now. And can you imagine what the last game announced at Ubisoft was?
WarioWare?
No, Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft. I don't know. Far Cry?
No, they did have actually a cinematic trailer for that. I forgot they do have that, but meh. But nope. Some you wouldn't expect.
A good game?
That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Oh crap! Another thing they mentioned a new DLC to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I think is a free one.
Wraith of the
I'm not
Druids
sure
or
about that.
River Raids?
I don't remember, but
With Wraith of the Druids comes with the
new
season pass.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Oh no,
There's some
they added master challenges, which is new.
it's like a new area thing. So there's that. And also, something they mentioned is that they're making another game, which is for the history buffs or the people who love the history in Assassin's Creed games. Is an exploration type of game where you just explore and it's like learn about all the history involved. If that's like your main focus in Assassin's Creed game, then that's what that game's for. So it's gonna be its own separate thing. So they're announcing that. Yeah, the last game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh,
The movie, Avatar, the
I'm
game.
still waiting for the second
Except
movie.
not the movie, the game. I know. It's not the movie, the game, because that was already made. This is its own game, and I imagine it have its own like little side story. I don't know where it fits in. Does it fit in between 1 and 2? Is it a part of? I don't understand it.
I don't
I
know.
imagine because this game's released, I mean they're gonna obviously start talking more into Avatar 2. I think it already started filming, if I'm not mistaken.
They started
Avatar 2.
filming like fucking years ago, I think. You know that Avatar 2 was meant to be
Well, that's the
released.
problem. They probably stopped. Well, that's the thing. It was going to get released, but they stopped because they realized, oh, hey, the first one's so popular. Let's rerun it through theaters, and it was still popular the entire time. People went back a second time to watch it, or multiple times to watch it over and over and over again while it was in theaters again, and it got super high in price. And if I recall correctly, when Avengers did it the second time again, because for Endgame, they went a second time. It beat Avatar, and they were so petty. They're like, we're gonna run the first Avatar for a third time, and just to try to get their money up. I think they did that. Oh, good God, man!
Yeah,
Oh,
but do you
honestly,
know?
the game for Avatar?
Yeah, fun fact. Avatar was meant to be released in 2019.
Well, I mean that's how it works, I guess. But now, well, okay, maybe something happened then. I don't know what could have happened then, just like scheduling issues or something. But
Yeah.
of course, 2020 happened, and that probably really set it off scale. So that makes sense. But the game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, it looks okay. I mean, granted, it was a cinematic trailer. It had no gameplay. Obviously, it was an announcement, completely out of left field because no one knew what the hell it was. So, you know, it seemed all right. I guess. I mean, it looked fine. I don't know where the hell it's set to because obviously at the end of the first movie, spoilers for whoever the hell hasn't seen that one yet.
Need to watch.
For that
I
movie,
want to watch Avatar again.
I might in the future. I don't know, but I mean, in the end of that movie, they banished every human except for the good ones, which are like 5 humans. They banished every other human off of the planet to go back to Earth,
But like,
which is probably dying in that storyline, but they banished them off of Pandora. So in this case, what is 2 supposed to be about? Like, what conflict is supposed to have there? And why are the humans in this game? There were humans in the game, and I'm like, when does this take place? Does it take place during the first movie? Did the humans come back? You're throwing a lot of mixed
I
signals
mean,
here.
in the second movie, it would make sense if it's that the human comes back trying to retake the world.
I guess, but I mean, if it's gonna be the exact same thing, like we want that unobtainium, like we want that precious element thing, like yeah, we want it. Like, is that really why you just can't just do the exact same plot as the first one? I would not.
Would put.
I mean, I would not be surprised if that's what happens because that is
No, I don't
unfortunately
think.
Hollywood's
Is it?
sequel
Is it?
ideas is hey, let's do the same thing
Is it
again, but with the
Jackson
sequel.
that makes these movies? Whatever his
Peter
name.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he
Yeah.
would do that. I think he's way smarter
I've only
than
seen
that.
one movie of his, and that is Avatar. I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
seen another Peter Jackson.
yeah, but he's also known as one of the best directors out there. So
Is that
I, f-
only because Avatar did good?
I think that, and I think there is other movies he's done good. But it's like Quentin
I'll say
Tarantino
this.
also lying at the top doing a lot of good movies. So
Yeah. I'll say this when it comes down to it. I mean, with Avatar, I mean, it had pretty good CGI at the time. There was, of course, it was very noticeable in areas, but I mean, at the time, it was pretty good CGI. It worked out pretty nicely.
I mean, let's talk about like Jurassic Park. There's also has good CGI for its time.
Yeah, that was barely. That was barely.
Oh,
I mean,
who is it that does
oh,
Jurassic Park again? What's the director
hmm?
for that movie?
I don't
He's
know.
one of
Hold
the
on.
my favorite directors. Oh,
Jurassic Park. Give me a sec. No, that's the cast. Who directed it? Director Steven Spielberg. Why the hell didn't I remember
yeah,
that?
Steven Spielberg. Like,
Why didn't I remember that? That
yeah,
should have been easy.
he's one of the. He is definitely the best.
Spielberg, yeah, he's definitely the best. You can't
Like,
screw all the people who are like, oh, Hitchcock films, oh great, like fuck that, fucking Steven Spielberg, man.
like, I feel like
You
if
got
he
Jurassic Park, you
could,
got Jaws. I mean, what
I've
else you
not
got here?
watched Jaws.
Star Wars.
What?
What?
Star Wars
What?
was directed by Steven Spielberg.
Which
he?
one?
Yeah.
Hold
4
on,
and
hold on,
5,
hold on.
4 and 5.
believe.
What?
4, 5, maybe 6.
No, it says right here that he did not direct one,
I swear it was Steven Spielberg.
or maybe it's someone a new one. Hold on, I don't think he did. Hold on,
Steven
I'm looking right now. Hold on.
Spielberg. Oh yeah, he did Schindler's List also.
No. Significant between the 2 movie makers and yeah,
Oh
it says
yeah,
right here that Spielberg has never directed a Star Wars film.
Oh yeah, he
I mean,
also
okay.
done Men in Black.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
The Indiana Jones movies.
Okay, so in this case, A New Hope was directed by George Lucas. Irvin Kershner, I don't know how to pronounce that, did Empire, and Richard Marquand, Marquand, did Jedi. Which is funny because we actually sit here and think like, oh, the new trilogy was so divided because it did two different directors because we did
Yeah, but wasn't the thing?
JJ and then we went to Rylan, whatever the fucking hell his name is, the second guy, and then they went back to, was it
Yeah,
JJ
but I
McDonald?
think the thing was that
So it's
at
like all fucked up. I
least
mean, granted, that one was just image, like, or direction that was not passed on. Because in this case, with this one, the directions were passed on. I mean, it was written all,
yeah,
one at a
Lucas
time, but
made
said, but it's like,
everything. Like that's the thing, and he
well,
still
So
had a
the
lot.
first,
well, I mean, he didn't make everything. It's not, well, kind of. He wrote it all, I think, or no, he did not.
he wrote
No, George Lucas
a
only, okay, yeah, he did write them all, but there was also help with two other people.
Spielberg
He
was one
had
of
two other
the
writers.
like he helped on set with Star Wars, which is how he met Harrison Ford, which he later on casted for Indiana Jones.
You're talking to somebody who is a crazy uh I'm not gonna say a crazy Star Wars fan, but I'll say at the very least, I have a lot of info when it comes to these how they met and everything. I don't know how many times I've seen the screen test between him and Mark Hamill.
I've seen it a couple of times
Which,
too,
by the way,
but
fun fact, Luke's original name was Star Killer.
yep, knew that one.
Ain't that some shit? Which is funny because later they used it again for the character in Force Unleashed.
Yep,
Ain't that a
good
callback?
games.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
I need to continue those games
I gotta
actually,
say,
but I need to beat the first game back to where I was on PC so I can continue playing. Because I was playing on an Xbox, but I moved to PC.
The
So I need
first
to
game has
fix that.
like the Wii version of the first game has a completely different story than the original or than the Xbox version. It looks
That's because the
significantly
original
worse,
version is the PS2 version.
but
There's the
it
PS2
has like a better
version.
story.
Yeah, I know.
eh,
I'm saying the PS2 version and the Xbox version are completely different. PS2 version kind of has a better story that's more fleshed out, but the graphics are significantly worse. While you know, up to Xbox and PS3, you know, great and great graphics, decent story. And also the voice acting and the original one's kind of didn't hit the mark. Didn't hit the mark. But anyway, uh large Star Wars tangent we just went on because of Spielberg all the way down to or no, because Avatar with Peter Jackson to Spielberg to Star Wars.
yep.
Jesus Christ. Welcome to the Nerd Ensemble.
But yeah, as said in stone, Steven Spielberg is the best director that has ever been.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
I mean, he fucked up Crystal Skull Island, the Indiana Jones, but
Did he
like,
direct? Did he
yep,
direct
he
Crystal Skull?
directed
Are you sure?
all of them.
Oh, also, something that you're missing there, Shorty. Harrison Ford was not the original one for uh, Indiana Jones. That was Tom Selleck. That was the original thought. The guy from Magnum PI, the original show. That was his original thought, and he was going to do it, but scheduling issues because of Magnum PI. If it wasn't for that show, Tom Selleck would have been Indiana Jones. So,
I wonder if Harrison Ford would have succeeded in the way he did.
okay, yeah, okay. Harrison Ford was the better option, but can you imagine a Tom Selleck Indiana Jones instead?
I need to.
Like there were some I think there's some screen tests that are still out there with it, but I don't know where they are. But it's just like that is interesting.
I'm just
And
gonna
yes,
check who
do Crystal
fucking
Skull.
Tom Selleck is. I feel like I should.
I mean, he's well known. He was in Magnum PI. If you
Yeah,
know the
but
show, it's a
like
good show.
I know I
Very
watched
good
a
show.
little bit, but like
It's
you mean
it's the main
that?
guy. I know.
Yeah, but next, like remember
Anthony
that's
Hudson.
like
Okay.
the
So
fucking 90s.
Tomsellec.
I have already found
So
out.
the guy.
Yeah, he's in a. Oh, he's in the Meet the Robinsons.
I wouldn't know. I only know Tom Selleck from Magnum PI. That's the only thing I know him from.
Yeah, he has not
That's
done
the
anything
only
I
thing.
recognize him from. He was in 10 episodes of Friends.
Let's see. Man PI, Blue Bloods, 3 Minute Baby. I think if actually no, 3 Minute Baby. I know what that is. Um, I know what both the original and the reboot is of that. There was a reboot. Hmm. Oh yeah. Anyway, that I still found that
Yeah, I
kind of
don't
nice to
recognize
know.
anything it's been in.
We got it though. We got it. Okay. Which okay, I want to mention this one thing when it comes to it. Indiana Jones is not a great guy. He's not. He's a horrible person.
Oh yeah. I mean, is
I
it
mean, I
in
know in
from
the
the
first
90s?
movie, it's literally, well, yeah, but I mean, in the first movie, even at that point, it was, but it was immediately said that he literally had sex with a minor. He was like 15, I think. He was like 23 at that point in the movie, I think, 22, 23. And he was with someone who was like 15. So it's like, yep, yep, okay. Just throw that. I mean, nobody would notice that on the first watch, but second watch, or if they didn't pay attention, then second watch, like, heh, okay, just gonna. All right. Anyway, off to the Nintendo thing to mention because we still have that left to talk about.
That was the only thing I was here for. Now it's 2 a.m.
Sorry.
That's the only thing I watched.
I mean, it was gonna be the last one because it's the last thing I did. It's the last thing I reacted to, and it's also the second longest of these. I think. Second, yes, it is the second longest of games announced. So, I'm not going to go in order because, again, I don't know the order from this list because, again, it wants to just show it in whatever list it wants to. So, it's going by release date, not by
The first thing that it showed
announcement.
was a Smash reveal.
Oh, yeah. So, in that Smash reveal, they literally show. Okay, it doesn't even show that. It shows games on this release list. It show all that they announced, which kind of defeats the purpose, I guess. The first thing they show Ganondorf, like that. And I guess everybody thought, oh, hey, Zelda. It's like okay, it's some Zelda related. Yeah, yeah. Gets thrown in a volcano. And then I'm like, no, this is not Zelda. This isn't Zelda. I just knew that immediately. And then we see the character, and I already knew right then and there. I'm like, is that a Tekken character? I've never played the game, but is that a Tekken character? Yep, it was from Tekken. A Tekken character. I don't know his name. It's the main character, I think.
Yeah, his name is
Gets
Kazuya Mishima. I
good for
never
him.
played Tekken either.
Yeah. I have Tekken 7 because it was like really cheap on somewhere, so I got it and I have it. Oh no, I got it through a Humble Bundle through the Bandai Namco. So I have it. Never played it. But anyway, he's now in there. They put a fighting game character in a fighting game. Cool. And that just literally means they took the exact same fighting moves from that game into this game, and it's like, okay,
Good for
good for
you.
you. Exactly. Jinx on that one.
It's not.
Okay.
I'm not upset about him being in the game.
I mean, me either. It's just kind
more
of
upset
whatever.
about the place that he took being one of the final 2 DLC characters.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody would have preferred somebody else. Everybody's freaking rooting for Goku or Master Chief at that rate. I'm like,
Bro, I
no.
just want like Crash Bandicoot.
Didn't you talk about
That's
Spyro
a
also?
Sony character, though.
Yeah, but
You can't do
Crash
Crash.
is already on a bunch of like all the Crash games are on Nintendo systems, so licensing really
Well,
wouldn't be an
licensing,
issue.
sure, but I mean,
Yeah, no.
I don't think that's. I don't
So
think that's gonna
Sony
work.
would not want to do
And
that. They are
I
rivals.
think Sony wanted to put in their own fighting game, which, by the way, they did at one point. They did put Crash in a fighting game that was a Smash copy. Smash Clone. But there's that. They wouldn't really do that, and I don't think they would use
Yeah.
Spyro either. The reason why Banjo and Kazooie was thrown in there is because it used to be a Nintendo, because Rare used to be with Nintendo, and they moved to Microsoft. And since lately Nintendo and Microsoft have been like, you know, buddies like crazy, it's like, okay, we'll just, you know,
I
we'll go ahead
mean,
and license the guy out to you. Like, go ahead,
I
take your
mean,
character. Like, go ahead. It used to be yours, so go for it. Have some fun.
yeah. Also, I
By
think
the way,
the
did I
issue
mention?
is with the licensing is that PlayStation and Nintendo is kind of rivals since
Well, they're not rivals, but they're just not fans of each other.
yeah, because Sony had an ID which Nintendo didn't like.
I wouldn't call them rivals. It's more so that they have a fun past, I should say, considering
Yeah, but that's what
everybody
I mean.
remembers
They
the
have a
Nintendo,
rivalry since ancient. Like, if
well,
anything, Xbox just throw themselves into the mix. The real
I still wouldn't really call it much of a rivalry. I mean, it wasn't much. I mean, PlayStation kind of beat that immediately as they released their first deal. I mean, granted, yeah, they're the 64 versus the PlayStation. Really, it's the 64 versus the Dreamcast. The PlayStation just killed them both. Sorry, Dreamcast lovers, but well, actually, no. Technically, no. Technically, no. Dreamcast was way better. The game selection wasn't all too good. There was like 5 or 6 games that was great. Rest of it, meh. PlayStation One had too many good games, so it's
yeah,
kind of
what's that the
well.
issue? So
The
the
graphics will
Dreamcast
works.
was a
It was
great
great.
console, but the issue was it had no games that
Didn't
was
have
good.
didn't have a lot of games, which is why it got killed around the Saturn, because the Saturn tried to improve, failed miserably.
Yeah,
What do you
and
guys?
Nintendo just basically got killed too a little bit because PlayStation actually made a new
A little
ID.
bit, yeah, but I mean, once the GameCube came out, that was all smooth,
Yeah,
I guess.
and then
But
PlayStation
it
2
kind of
came
became our
out.
own. Yeah.
That
We're
killed
not
the
going to go
whole
down the whole
market.
console history. We had a whole episode of that. We had a whole episode of that. So that's ancient times. It's like episode 3 or 4 of this podcast. I forget which one. I think it's 4. But
Yeah.
If we're talking
anyway,
most likely characters for Smash, I gotta put Rayman up there because
that
Ubisoft
might work because
would
Ubisoft is
be
already working
dying
with
to
Nintendo.
put their characters in more Nintendo games.
Yeah.
All of this stuff
Besides,
on Nintendo consoles.
I mean, and besides,
Uh,
considering Nintendo is already licensing the Mario IP over to Ubisoft to make the Mario Rabbids,
yeah, there's
it would
also
make perfect sense to get
E ci
Ubisoft to license
adattori
the
da
Rayman
Firenze.
Rayman
Rabbids.
Legends was originally supposed to be a Wii U uh, exclusive,
Thank God it wasn't. Anyway,
and then like a couple months later, it got released to PlayStation and Xbox, and then
I'm pretty sure at that rate it's only because
it got
freaking
like an
Wii U.
update for the Switch
Mm,
with like a special exclusive items
yeah.
based around Mario and stuff.
I feel bad. I honestly feel bad for the Wii U. I kind of do because it's just like it's not the console's fault. I mean, I'm saying this like it's the freaking console's like a living being here. I mean, like it's not the console's fault in that it was so bad. It's not a bad console. The games are not bad per se. There's a few that are a little questionable, but it's not bad. It's just no one got it because everyone thought it was the same console. Everyone thought, oh, it's just another version of the Wii because terrible marketing. Because you had the Wii U and everyone's just like, it's just an add-on to the Wii. That's all it is. And it's like, no, it's a
I
whole new
remember
console.
in
But everyone's
like
like, nope, it's just this tablet, right? You just connect it to your Wii. No, the tablet's the console. Also the console.
I remember in like fifth or sixth grade, whenever the Wii U was coming out, having debates at school about whether or not it was an add-on or a new console.
And it's like so many people thought it was an add-on, so Sony didn't grab it. They didn't want it because they didn't know. And it sold very badly. And then the only thing that really got it up there was Mario Maker and maybe the HD remakes of the Zeldas. Like they kind of got it up there a little bit. Uh, Mario Maker definitely got it really high up there, and so did Breath of the Wild, which is funny.
Well,
I
Breath of the
still
Wild
don't think.
was end of the console
I
lifespan.
still have to say, I know. I still have to say, I don't think they should have released Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I get it, but I don't think they should have. Granted, if that was the case, we wouldn't have the PC version with Simu because that is the best version to play Breath of the Wild. Sucks for you, Nintendo, because piracy is the way to go. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. It's just that it honestly is better to play it on PC because 60 frames, 62 like a huge amount of frames depending on your computer.
Yeah.
Beautiful graphics, like better, debatable. It's debatable. It's subjective. Me, I say it's better, but if you like the original
Before
way
we
better,
start
that's you.
moving on to like Breath of the Wild too, because that's like
Well,
one of the
that's
only
the end. That's the end.
big things that they revealed during the direct, aside from the new Metroid game. But
I mean,
I've been
that's still
playing
good, but okay.
Breath of the Wild recently. I bought it like over a year ago. Played it for like an hour or two. Didn't touch it for an entire year. And then I actually started playing
Huh.
it and didn't realize how fun it was.
Huh. You are shockingly close to. You think we should let him in the club, Swede? Because I mean, he kind of already is acting just like us in this case. Plays something
Alright.
for an hour and quits.
Let's see. We've got Arizona
Um,
Sunshine. I played it for less than an hour. Boneworks played it for less than 2 hours. Onward played it for 45 minutes.
Sir,
Phasmophobia
finish your fucking games.
played it for 2 hours with you guys. Uh, played Castle Crashers for like 30
okay,
minutes.
at least with Faz, I understand because it's like it's better with people. It's better with people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more so not good to play with randoms. The only randoms I would say is good is if you go in the Discord and go to the looking for group because those are usually okay. Go into
I
the
played
multiplayer actual lobbies, no.
I played DMC4 for 25 minutes.
I should have all the DMC
Hitman
games now.
for an hour and a half. Let's see what else.
Same.
I think I had
Played 2 hour mission
DMC
for a minute.
3. I played
Never
that.
played Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Mania. Played Battlefront one time for a
You
little
better
over
play
an
Sonic
hour.
Adventure 2. That shit's amazing.
I'm gonna. I
Same with
will.
Sonic
I
Mania, but
promise I
I
will.
mean Sonic Adventure 2. At least get Sonic Adventure 1 though. I mean,
I'm
I mean
hearing a
the
classic
stories
I
do not
will.
connect.
No, I did.
The stories don't
I've
really connect.
been playing SA1.
Uh-huh.
Modded or no?
No, just very base.
Mod it. There's some really damn good mods that just like really boost up the quality. Like you don't even need to get the ones that like change mechanic wise, but there's ones that like turn the models to be more Dreamcast like. It makes the world all Dreamcast like because the ports for the PC, because it's the Sonic Adventure DX. Like the issue with that one is that with Sonic Adventure DX and also 2, they had their own issues. The Dreamcast was the way to go. The GameCube ones broke a lot of things because for some stupid reason, the GameCube ones used the beta sound effects, the beta stuff. It did not use the finished product. So it's better to mod those in. And also it was extremely more colorful on the Dreamcast and everything looked like way better. While everything's like drained out and like they turn the saturation like really lower on the DX version. It's like no, modded is way better to go. So you get the new mechanic, get it 60 FPS, and just play correctly. Because yeah. Also, on all that stuff, it's 4x3 when you can get a full 16x9 if it's modded. Full screen. So that's all I gotta say. Mod the damn thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Man,
yeah, I mean,
I wonder if I
it
can
makes sense.
transfer data over. I bought Undertale, but I wanted to stream it, and now it's impossible to stream because I get 15 download.
Ouch. Well, download doesn't matter. It's upload.
My upload is less than 1 on a
Then no.
good day.
Then no. Yeah, you can have like 1 download and 5 upload, and you are perfectly okay.
We're gonna be able to stream perfectly fine soon. We buy 500 upload.
I mean, I wish I could, but I'm stuck with 25 because freaking my ISP does not allow above 25 upload on any of their plans. You are stuck 25. If you get the gigabit, where you have, a gigabit download, it's still 25 megabits up, and it's like, why?
It's so
Makes
weird.
no sense.
America needs to
It's not
fix.
America. It's not even America because there are hundreds of ISPs that do exactly that, where it's like they will match download and upload together. It's only this one that I know of that sticks its guns to its upload to 25. It will not get higher. It's this ISP, and I can't get another one because there are no other ones around that do anywhere near this
Yeah,
high.
that's why they can do it. If they had been in an area where there is a lot of different types, they probably don't cut it in the same way.
I guess. But I don't know. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something before I got back into the topics. Uh,
But
I don't
yeah,
remember.
this one I'm using right now, they cut it at 10 at the moment.
Yeah,
I have free
sucks.
upload,
I
300
mean, 10
upload,
kind.
download. I mean,
I guess that's fine, but I don't know. Anyway, switch wise, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and start blasting through these because I want to mention all the ones that I don't care about first, and then I'll go into the ones I care about. So, okay. WarioWare. I hate to say it, I don't like WarioWare games. I don't
I
care.
played a GBA game. Being able to
Ooh.
play multiplayer WarioWare is going to be pretty cool.
I played DS WarioWare, and it was all right. It's just, eh, I don't really care. It's okay. It's just, it's not my type of game. Like, a lot of people love those like crazy shenanigan mini game type things, and I'm like, I mean, it's okay. It's just, it's not my thing. You guys enjoy it. I'm good. I'm good. Uh, Astria Ascending. I don't know what that is actually. Is that the what was? Is that one game? Hold on, let me think about it.
Um,
Yes, I think Astria Ascending, or is it? Yeah, Astria Ascending. I think is the 2D 3D. It looks like it's a 2D 3D engine from Octopath. It's not, from what I know. It looks
Ugh.
exactly like it, and for some people, it looks like a better Octopath. To some people, they're saying that. I'm getting that stuff like two YouTubers I watched react to it, but I'm just saying like it looks like that. It's still a turn-based shooter or shooters, turn-based RPG, and how the fuck does a turn-based shooter work? Oh yeah, I forgot that I should make it one of those. Shit, I don't understand that, but they are making one. Anyway, turn-based RPG, and the animations look great. Like it actually looks really it looks kind of nice, so I might be into it. Comes up September this year, but I might try it out if a demo comes out. So okay. Also, I was never much of a Super Monkey Ball person, but Banana Mania, which I think is the first 3 games of Super
yeah,
Monkey Ball.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's
So
like a
that's coming out in
remaster of the
October.
first two, and then the third one ported.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, cool.
I want to get it.
It's basically just
I've got some good memories of playing Super Monkey Ball on the original Xbox.
yeah, for people unaware, it's I mean, I will say the basic one, you can go deep into it. It's literally just monkey in a ball, and you go down a little course. Like everyone ever played the marbles game or the like marbles 3D game, or like there's a few other games that are kind of like it, but it's like that. They go down a little tiny course with like little trails. I don't know how to explain it better, but kind of like that. And also, this one apparently has Mario skins, so you can actually play as Mario characters in it. It's okay, neat. Don't care. I'm gonna say Mario Party Superstars because it's like I have Super Mario Party, and it's kind of annoying that it's like this game just came out a year ago. I think. I think,
Was it a year
or
ago? I
two
thought
years
it was a
ago.
little more than that. Yeah,
Maybe two.
I bought it
two
like
years ago, 3 years ago, but I
less than a
just
year
recently got
ago.
it like before I went on
Yeah.
vacation because I thought, hey, I'll be around family. Maybe we could play some party games. I played it with one time with one person
Yeah.
instead of like my family. I'm like, okay, but like I only did it one time. I mean, it's the first Mario Party I've ever played with somebody else because I've only played like I think the one on 64 with computers, but
I've played the one that I really played
I think it's
was
3.
7 on the GameCube. I've never played an N64 Mario Party game.
Yeah, I played the
I
N64
played
one and it
7
was
on
all
the
right.
GameCube. I tried 9 with my family. I didn't like the mini games or
Well,
how it
9 is actually
worked.
terrible. Isn't 9 the one where you were all forced to be on the same like
And then there's the mini
place?
stars. Yep.
Like yeah, I mean, yeah, 9 I hear was horrible. was that 10?
Yeah. Oh,
Was it 9 or
no,
10?
I
That
don't
was
know.
horrible.
Maybe both.
One of them, like you're stuck, like you're on this like train or something, like a little trolley or train,
Mm-hmm.
and every player is stuck to it. You cannot spread off into your own spaces.
Yeah,
It's literally
nine's like
everyone's stuck
that.
to
I'm
that
pretty
one.
sure 9, 10, and 11 are like that.
Yeah, but then we have Super Mario Party. It's like I kind of liked it, and they recently added online play, so that's neat.
Yeah, Super Mario
But
Party, it's not bad. It's decent. It's got some decent mini games. But I think the mini
the
games for
problem
Mario
is
Party
it
7
only
are better.
had the only problem is it only had 5 maps, and they never made an update to add more. They
Yeah.
never did that. But now they made another game, Mario Party Superstars, and guess what? It has 5 maps. It has 5 maps. And it's like, you could have just added this to the last game. It looks almost the exact
Honestly,
same.
they should have
It looks
just
almost the
like
exact same. It looks like a standalone expansion.
what they should have done is just done like a $30 DLC pack with
Yeah.
the new maps and some more mini
I would
games.
have been cool with that. I mean, I would have kind of hated it, but I mean, it's Nintendo. They're gonna do that. But okay.
Because it's a bunch of like retro maps.
Yeah, I know. It's literally okay. The 3DS game, Mario Party, the 100 Party Pack, or Party 100 Party Pack or something. It's like it only had the mini games. Literally, it's that with a board game added, and
It was
also
literally
online
just
play.
Mario Party.
It's Mario Party, but they added the 100 games. So it's like, okay, you have a ton of games to play, but with 5 maps. Like that does not seem well on the randomizer chart. Like, and I'm not saying like randomizing the game. I mean like the RNG of picking up the same minigame twice within the same like 2 to 3 games, like full matches, like full match here, then the next full match on another map. Like I doubt you're gonna get the same game twice, unless RNG is nice that day. If you really want to play that one again, which I guess is a good thing, but it's like, what if you really like this one, you want to play that one again? Do you really get to select the games you get to play, or is it just truly random? Who knows? I guess just play minigame mode at that point. Uh, I don't know what Cruisin' Blast is. Um, Shin Megami. I said Megami in the thing. I'm like, that's not how you pronounce that. Megami is with a U. Megami is with an A because Gami is a like chaotic god, like a darker god. So Megami, Tensei 5. That looks fun. That looks kind of nice. I never played a Shin Megami game, but looks nice. They're rebooting Advance Wars 1 and 2. I never played them, so I technically don't care, but they made a remaster of them. Okay. Those were on the Game Boy Advance, I think. Because Advance Wars, obviously,
Were
by
they?
name.
They were either Game Boy or DS. The YouTuber I was watching said that he was replaying them. I'm pretty sure they were DS.
They
Like
could have been
original
both,
DS. Maybe.
but I don't know. I think it's DS because art-wise.
I might pick it
Uh,
up to play with some friends.
Trying to get through the other games that aren't big names right now. Fatal Frame finally came to it, so it was a remaster, the Maiden of Blackwater. So it's just a horror game where it's basically you have this like camera that taking a picture, like scanning them in a way. I don't know actually know the full story, but it's basically you go to this place and there's like haunted spirits that can attack you, but you use the camera and it like has a way to attack them by doing it. So for Swede's sake, think was it Phantoms in Phasmophobia? That. Just that. Take a picture.
Huh?
Um huh?
Huh?
Did you hear what I said?
I have like stopped listening. I'm.
Okay, now you've become the shorty of this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you had a good run, and I'm half asleep. So good night.
I was saying the game Fatal Frame is like the Phantom and Phasmophobia. Like the gameplay mechanic in a sense is just that instead of it's basically you take a picture in a way, or it's like scanning through the camera. It makes the ghosts not attack you. Or
Well, it
actually
still
fuck
can
them.
attack
So,
you in Phasmo. It's just disappear.
well, I mean, it makes them disappear, but that's what I'm saying.
Which is even more bad because if you take a photo of it and disappear, it's gonna be invisible when it starts hunting you. Oh, it's just kind of hard to
Still
avoid
kinda,
it.
I mean, granted, you know, it's still funny because it's like I'm still laughing about that one game we had where it's just like, God, what ghost is this? We're not getting this we're not getting this second evidence. What the hell is this thing? I'm pretty sure this was the game right before Shorty joined, I think. And we're just like, what the hell is this? And we both take a picture. Phantom, Phantom, we're done. We leave. We didn't even get the second evidence. Like, fuck it. It's like the worst thing they could have done. Which, granted, that can work with the new yokai ghost. You just talk to it, and if it gets like really pissed very fast by just talking to it crazily, you know you have a yokai.
You're talking with the ghost, not me. I'm busy that day.
Ooh, we're gonna have so much fun with that one. I hope we get it. I mean, granted, in
Is it
this
the
beta,
hunter
which
that
granted
is
it'll be
slow in warmer climate?
yeah, yeah, which is kind of an issue because with the Huntu, uh, it's the mirror of Jin. I already told you, but and to say it again, the Huntu is a mirror of Jin because Jins are weak when the power is off. So you want the power on for them, but a Huntu, uh, you want the power on. You want the power off for Jin's, power on for Hantu. So if you
Yep.
don't know what it is, you're gonna be a little tripped up because you're like, you have to do one of them. Okay. Uh, Back to this stuff though. Danganronpa Decadence, which is the 4 games,
There's four. I
first
thought there
four
were
game.
only three.
It might be 3. I'm thinking of. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 of Danganronpa, which is good, or Runpa, which is good for me because I actually really want to play those games. So I'm interested. I'm interested in that. Uh, let's see what other games we got before we get into that one. Get to that one in a minute. Okay, I guess I'll mention some ports that are coming. Worms Rumble, that's coming to Switch. That's pretty neat. The the arena shooter worms. So that's cool. Um, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is getting a Switch port, which good game. I think I'm just now on the freaking Nemec side of that on Xbox, so kind of far, not that far into it. So yeah, point being, that's coming to Switch. Cool. It seems like a good game for it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is coming to Switch, which I'll probably buy it on there actually, because it seems like a good game to have on Switch. Have a Tony
Yeah,
Hawk
it's a
game.
good. I feel like it's a good game to have on the run.
Yeah, so that I'd be okay with. And I don't know, I mean, it's fun. Kind of random they just decided now to do it, but I think that was not so while ago they were going to. That's coming out. Actually, that is very soon. That's June 25th when that gets on next.
That's next week.
Yeah, so next week it'll be there. Woohoo! I've not been mentioning any of these dates. If there's anything that I mentioned that's recent, okay, no, not really. None of these are really recent, other than that one. There's also plenty of 2021s, but that's the most recent thing. Actually, no, the most recent thing is Worms Rumble. That's June 23rd. Yeah. Okay, now onto the bigger stuff. Metroid Dread, which is funny because the first thing that they do at this point, Nintendo being Nintendo, like, we know you're excited for Metroid Prime 4, but we're sorry to say we don't have anything to show on that game yet. It's like, fuck. I never played Metroid Prime 3. I have the first two. I've never played the second one, but I have it, and I'm in the middle of playing the first one, which we know what that means. It means I barely ever play it, but I'm in the middle of it. I'm on the second mission on that one. Uh, so Prime 4 would love to have it, but god damn it, Nintendo. Never have any fucking footage for us. And then they're like, but we do have something Metroid to show. And they show it, and it looks like another first person thing, or at least third. It's like, oh, wow, this actually looks pretty nice. That's just a cutscene. It's another 2D, which, I mean, that's great. 2D Metroids are awesome, especially the newest Samus Returns, but that's a remake of the second game. But
There hasn't
still,
been a true original 2D Metroid game in over 15 years. So it's nice
was
to
it
see
the
a bit of a return to formula.
DS?
Was it DS?
Was it
DS was 15 years ago?
Was it DS? Because I mean, the last one I can say off the top of my head is Fusion, but that's Game Boy Advance. DS was Zero Hunt, and another one. Zero Hunt, which is funny because it actually had a demo cartridge, which if you got that you're just fucked because it's like I found this thing went, oh god, it's Metroid for like $1. Like holy crap. I didn't read the fine print. It was just the demo only on a cartridge. Like, why would you sell this? Just a cartridge. Like it's a demo on a cartridge. Like, why would you sell this? I don't think you were supposed to. I think it was like promotional material. So I got it. It's not worth much at all. It's barely worth
Yeah,
again
$15.
$1.
The last
So
3D Metroid game was Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS.
that one, Prime Hunters, that's the one I was thinking of. Which actually no, that's the demo. That's the or it was Zero Mission. I don't remember which one. One of them was the freaking demo that I got. I think it was Hunters. But that would be the last one. And yeah. And the last original. So now Metroid Dread, new one. It does look good. I actually might get the thing, but I suck at Metroid games very badly, so I don't know how good that's gonna work for me.
It's like a any game.
Well, yeah, but Metroid games are like known for being hard. They're known for that thing. They're like you could say it was the Dark Souls of that period. That and Castlevania games, both of them. That's why
So
they
what you're saying is that
coined
you
the
should play
term
Dark Souls.
Metroidvania. No, so that's why they coined the term Metroidvania, because it was a single thing of like, damn it, so hard. Okay. Have I said everything else other than those other two? Yes. Okay. So the last two. This was fun because no. Wait, it wasn't in this one. There's something else beforehand that I've already mentioned that it said this is our last thing we will announce today. It's like, which I think probably was Metroid, or no, something else. It's like this is the last thing we'll announce today. It's like, oh, damn it, that's not good.
I think that was
It's like
before
because
the like
it,
8-minute
it
Zelda.
was, but yeah, it's just like, oh, this is the last thing we'll announce today, and then they show something random, and it's like, what? No Zelda? What? Because if you didn't look at the time, you'd probably know, but it was a live stream at the time, so everyone would be like, what the hell do you mean it's the last one today? This isn't anything about it. This is something stupid. We want our
Well, I
Zelda.
mean,
And
they did announce that.
yeah, but again, it's E3, so that doesn't have to technically mean right there. They could have announced it during the treehouse rather than direct, and it still would have counted as
No, they
they're
said it was going to
announcing
be
it there.
40 minutes.
What?
Like they said they like made a Twitter post or something about the direct being 40 minutes.
I mean, all right, but no one's gonna follow that when you tell somebody that. I doubt someone's looking at the time code like, it hasn't been 40 minutes yet. Some people might, but most people are gonna be like, no, no, you didn't. You did not just, go with that. There's people who get all kind of screwed up. I mean, I for one was like, that's not right. That's no. And then they announced, which I was happy about, very happy about, because I I still need to get it. The Game and Watch Mario, I need to get it. It's only $50, and it's at my
I'm gonna
local
pick up
Walmart
both of them.
still. I'm going to pick that up because I can absolutely get it. Now they have the Legend of Zelda one, which comes with the first Zelda, Zelda 2. I do not care. I hate Zelda 2. And Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, not Game Boy Color version, the Game Boy. Still a good game. Still a very good game. And also playable clock and the Game and Watch thing, but whatever. Point is, that is worth getting. Right now, I'm pretty sure it's gonna, sell out pretty quickly because Zelda's more popular than Mario. Saying it now. Don't care if there's more Mario games. Zelda's definitely more popular. But
Oh
no,
yeah.
it's gonna sell out big time. It's like those freaking Joy Cons. For God's sake, I want them. I want those Skyward Sword Joy Cons. I really do. Like they look really cool. Speaking of Skyward Sword, they did announce. Oh no, wasn't that it? Wasn't Skyward Sword the last one they announced? To say like, oh hey, talk more about it. They said, this last thing went out today, and it was Skyward Sword. To talk more about it.
I don't know. I
No, I
never
think
watched
the
it.
last thing they showed was Breath of the Wild 2 stuff.
No. That was the last one. But I'm saying before that, when they said this is the last thing we'll announce, they didn't talk about Zelda at all. They didn't talk about the Game Watch or the Breath of the Wild 2 when they said that. Like when they said that, they didn't even mention those two yet, and they said this is the last thing we'll announce. And they said some before both of those two even were mentioned. So it's like, oh, okay. Anyway, Skyward Sword HD. I'm still gonna buy it. Worth it. Another thing about the Game and Watch thing, they mentioned that even though it's the 30th anniversary now, yeah, 30th anniversary of Zelda, they won't be doing anything campaign wise or anything like that. They did with the Mario one, they will not with this. They just Game and Watch. That's it. Have fun. And then yeah, Breath of the Wild 2, which, oh boy, hello. Um, okay, so there's a lot that happened in that trailer if you paid attention. So we'll go and say
Yeah.
this: spoilers for people. Otherwise,
I
skip it
haven't
if you
finished
care.
the
You're gonna
game.
get.
I
You're
do
gonna. Oh,
care.
it's not
I've
game
been playing the
spoilers. Like
game.
first, like it's not gonna spoil the first game. It's gonna spoil what happens in the second game. But Link loses an arm. He
Yeah, I
does
already
lose his
knew that.
arm. Like I mean, yeah, it shows right there in the beginning. But I'm just saying, like, to explain for people who, because it was going by a little bit quickly. So he loses an arm, and his Sheikah Slate basically becomes his robot arm. So he gets a Sheikah Slate arm. I guess Sheikah arm in this case. Which controls all of the stuff now. Which for some reason I'm blanking on the fucking names. I'm tired. Well, the names of the powers. Not the powers themselves, like the overall name.
Um,
Fuck. I don't remember what
Hmm.
it's called. The power name, not the individuals. Anyway, there are new
are they
ones
as called
now.
abilities?
No, they have a certain name. But anyway,
Hmm.
Oh
there's
wait,
new
actually,
abilities
I have my
now.
Switch right here. I can check.
Yeah, honestly, I could really just search it. I have my laptop in front of me, but I'm not doing it. Um, anyway, fuck. Okay, new abilities. They have new ones now. And first of all, there's a flamethrower in your arm. You get a flamethrower, like, okay. It's basically like dragon's breath or something, but huh, okay. There's another one. I forgot what it was. There was
There's the
three
one where
new
you can
ones.
like juke up through the floor.
That's the third one. I don't know what the second
Oh, I
one
didn't see the
was.
second one.
There was the fire breath, and then there was the one where you use water. It looks like it uses water to like form like a water bubble that floats you upward, and it will allow you. It will basically suck you through the floor, and you'll get to the top of that platform. And I'm like, holy shit, that looks amazing. And speaking of going up, yeah, everything takes place in this. Not everything. There's now sky places, in a sense, it looks like the exact same world, exact same layout as the first game, except now there are sky bases in Skyland. It's like they took everything to Skyward Sword and did that.
Oh, there's called runes.
Oh, runes. That's what I was thinking of. Also, the what is it? Oh yeah, Link has long hair now. That's neat. It's quite crazy. Like, how long has this been? Like, he had decently shaggy hair. Now it's like long hair. Okay. How long has this been
Do you
between the
see
first and second game?
Link's hair down in the first game?
It's it looks longer in this game. Like it goes from like
Well,
how can
yeah,
I
yeah. I
explain
mean, they have to
it?
have some time pass to
I
make
guess.
something up for Ganon to come back.
Eh, that nah.
Because what's a
Come
Zelda
on.
game without Ganon?
Uh, Majora's Mask. That didn't have Ganon,
You
and that is
completely cut
highly
out there.
acclaimed.
Are you talking about Link's Awakening?
What?
You
Majora's Mask.
completely cut out. Oh, Majora's Mask.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, you
technically yes,
completely
Link's
cut
Awakening
out.
too, but
And I just heard
uh,
that didn't have Ganon.
yeah, but okay, Majora's Mask, and I guess Link's Awakening too, but I guess I don't know. I haven't beat Link's Awakening. I'm working on it.
I have
I
a
have it
Link's
on Switch.
Awakening DX on my 3DS. I bought it used and it had it on the SD card in it.
I have a DX. I have the DX Game Boy Color game, like the actual Game Boy Color game,
Nice.
like the
I need to.
cartridge. So I have that, and
I would
I love it.
play
And I also
some
have
like
it on the
Game Boy
Switch
games,
because it's remade and it's great.
except I don't have an AGS 101. So the GBA I have right now is frontlit, not backlit.
It's still decent. I mean, it's still
It's all right. It's just
good.
like
Okay. I mean, at the same time, we're talking frontlit, which, by the way, at the very least, it has frontlit, unlike a certain
yeah,
other Game
yeah.
Boy Advance and a certain Game Boy. Let's say previous notes. Well, I say that, but the Game Boy. Wait, no, the light came out after the Advance. That's
The
right.
light, yeah.
The Game Boy Color Light or Game Boy Light. Or no,
Wait,
no, it didn't. No, Game Boy Light.
Game Boy Light
It's
was the
fucking stupid.
original
Game Boy
Game
Light came
Boy.
out. No,
That was
yeah,
Japan.
but Game Boy Light came out after the Color, which makes
Did
no
it?
damn sense. I think it did because they came out with the Game Boy, then it was like the big Game Boy, then it was like a smaller Game Boy, then Game Boy Color, then Game Boy Light because it was still the same type of deals, I guess. Because like, oh hey, here's the original games, but it has a front light now, so it's decent. And then they come out with the Game Boy Advance, like no light at all. Like, why didn't you add a light? Like, are you really trying to sell those stupid lamps that you attach through the port of the Game Boy Advance and like point at the screen? Like, you really want to use that?
I don't even think Nintendo made money off of those.
It depends if you got the officially licensed ones or
They had
Nyko.
licensed ones.
Yeah, licensed ones. There are licensed ones and Nikos. Which, good God, Nyko, that is a trip. Just saying that name. Oh man, God, childhood. I wish I never gave away my Game Boy Advance. I gave it to my cousin, and I mean, granted, it was a good thing to do in a sense because I mean, I had a DS, but this Game Boy Advance SP, man. I mean, come on,
Oh, which
it was
one?
so
Frontlit or
great.
backlit?
Front lit,
Hmm.
it's okay. It's just I had my DS, and I'm like, I don't need it anymore because I can play Game Boy Advance games on here now. Come to find out, you can't play Game Boy Color games on it, so
Game
like that's
Boy
some shit.
Advance, the backlit Game Boy Advance are getting so expensive now. It's like $80 for a screen.
Hey, I mean that makes sense. Hey, you should see about the IPS modded. Those are 200 to get the IPS modded Game Boy Advance. They're crazy. Like I looked it up. It's like IPS screens on those little guys, and it's like super bright, very bright. The thing like those type of panels are on gaming monitors like mine. Mine is an IPS, so it's like that on the Game Boy Advance. Like
Yeah.
yikes. I mean it's $200, so definitely expensive, but it's neat. It's neat. What was I gonna say? That kind of wraps up everything E3. I mean that I've watched. I was gonna watch the Capcom and Gearbox. I just never did because after that third day, or was it third day? I think it was only 2 days that I did it. No. Yes. No. No. How many days did I do this? I think only two. Because I did the one with Sweet, Xbox, Bethesda, and Square Enix. Then I did Nintendo, Ubisoft. Okay, I guess only 2 days. So after 2 days of watching through that, I got tired and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I don't want to play this. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to edit these videos, which I'm still in the middle of editing the Xbox one. But still, no. But no, I just that's all I did. I was gonna do Capcom and Gearbox, especially because I'm like, hey, I like Capcom games. Which they're probably just gonna talk about Monster Hunter Rising 2, which that was also featured, but it's whatever. Uh, yeah, E3 was kind of crazy this year, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Still find it funny. Sony's like, nah, we're done with that. We want our state of plays now. Like we have these. It's like, yeah, you're just copying Nintendo Directs, and at the same time, Nintendo's still showing up. So, the fuck's your problem? I think it's because they don't want to spend the money. It's funny. They want to charge developers for crossplay and a bunch of other stuff for features that should be free. They're going to charge developers, but they do not want to get charged to set up an E3 event. Like, oh, poor babies.
Sounds like Sony.
Yeah. Kind of lost my train of thought on the other thing we were talking about, but that's kind of it for me. Swede, you still awake?
Barely.
Yeah, it's been something. How long have we been doing this for?
Almost.
It
4
has
hours.
Ugh.
2 hours 57 minutes.
It
So
feels
3
like.
hours.
Yeah.
So this is actually around the time we normally or is supposed to be our originally time ending. I really have stressed the fact that we need to stop doing the 3 hour unless like the content takes us that far, cool. But if we have a time when it doesn't, then we should cut off when we're good because we don't need to
Yeah.
extend it to 3 each time. But I mean, it took us to 3 hours this time, so we're good.
Because it was like a very.
It's a lot. I mean, there's a lot at E3. I mean, I didn't even talk about every game. I just talked about the stuff that mattered in my case. There's still 2 other stuff on this list. 3. There's Devolver Digital, which I never watched. I want to actually. Co- Coke Media. I don't really know what that is. Summer Game Fest kickoff, which had a lot of stuff. Actually, one thing I want to mention. Uh, what is it? It's like the summer game thing. For some reason, Doki Doki Literature Club got a expansion.
Oh yeah. No,
The
it's like
plus.
a.
But
It's like
why?
6
It's like
side
a
stories.
remaster of it.
It's a
6 side
remaster with
stories.
like
What?
yeah, they got remastered CGs and everything, so it looks better, and some of the UI boxes and everything. But also 6
Time
side
to
stories now.
buy it.
6 side stories. You can pre-order right now, actually.
I'm
But
pre-ordering it right now on the spot.
I'm gonna be honest. I already have. I already did. Okay, here's the thing. They have the Steam code, which you can just go and pre-order. They also have the console releases because it's released on Switch and PS4. You can
God
buy it on
damn it.
console physically. They have physical releases you can buy or
I
pre-order,
might have to buy it
which
twice.
comes with things. And I'm like, I would have, but I don't need to explain to my parents why do I have something that involves like a bunch of girls and everything. Like, I don't need to go down that road.
Ooh.
I
Next,
don't need
you
to
need
let
to
my
explain it.
my family know how cultured I am. I actually already have Clannad. I have the actual physical limited edition of that, like the ultimate collector's edition of that, sitting underneath my desk so they don't see it. One of them's probably listening to me at the moment. They're probably asleep right now, but one of them could be listening in like, what? Like, sorry.
DLC.
It's a good game. It's a lovely game, Clint. It's amazing. But yeah,
Yeah.
Doki Doki. I mean, the original game was great. No, I actually, if I wasn't already spoiled, because I watched Jacksepticeye's video of it first, or
Yeah, I
series of it
watched
first.
Sedimentos Ken play it back before it like really blew up.
Like I watched him. I think I tried watching Mark, and it was like, eh. Game Grumps, I freaking loved their playthrough of it. That was amazing. Uh, and now they have the Plus Edition, which has 6 side stories, which basically is just of how the girls met each other and like their time before you showed up. I think that's what it is. So that is basically the 6 side stories. You get all that, which is apparently, what do they say, 10 hours?
Switch
2 hours?
Edition includes physical copy of the game, a Switch exclusive poem notebook cover sheet,
Yep.
full soundtrack download,
See, that's the
vinyl
part I was actually the real thing I
stickers,
wanted.
a membership card,
I just wanted the
exclusive
soundtrack.
poems written by Monica,
That's kind of nice.
and then some little cardboard characters.
Yeah, I mainly just wanted the soundtrack. If I could purchase that separately at launch, I might, just because I kind of like I forget who does the soundtrack in the game, but
I'm gonna have to
I
buy
do like
this.
it.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it for PS5 or Switch. Like, I don't have a PS5 yet, but I already have Miles Morales and the Spider-Man remastered, so I'm getting his PS5 when I can.
Well, I mean, considering how long it'll probably take until those actually sell on the regular, or to where you can actually catch one. I know Xbox is doing it. Oh no, it's already started. And I did that
Oh,
earlier
but
today. I
it's
thought
a
that was
family
awesome.
Switch, so maybe that's not the best thing
Mm,
to have on there.
no, I mean, granted, what you could do is just have the cartridge. Then
It's a
every
physical
time you use
cartridge,
the
but
cartridge, I mean, here's the thing, every time you use the cartridge, you need to delete the game off the Switch. Because they'll still see the title if you have it ejected. Because they'll still
I
see it on the
mean,
Switch like, the fuck?
my parents, I doubt they would care if it's just a picture of an anime girl. They know I watch anime, read manga. I have the entire Full Metal Alchemist manga in my closet. I bought a fucking
Lucky
Spider-Man
bastard.
costume.
Lucky bastard. I only have uh
I bought the
4,
three
5,
in
and
ones.
6. Yeah, yeah.
Like my
Same.
older brother
I have the 4,
bought.
5, and 6, 3, and 1 on that. 'Cause I already read
They're
1,
only
2, and
like
3 at the
15 a
time.
piece, so it's not a ton.
Well, well, at the time, okay. At the
Yeah,
time, it was
I got you, I got
expensive.
you.
But I mean, again, it's I already read 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, I want to read new ones. Like, I don't want to have to read the old ones or the ones I've
It's a
already read. So I bought the next version, the second 3 and 1, and then I got finished with that by like the end of the day, I think. And I'm like, oh, time to go back on the line. And my
my older
parents like, you already
brother.
read all that? And I'm like, yeah.
My older brother bought about half of them, and then after he moved out, I just stole them from him and bought the other half.
Manga's so fucking good. I mean, granted, it's Full Metal Alchemist, of course, it's gonna be great, but God, the manga, so great.
Like the
Stuff in there
16,
that actually did not show on the
I think it's the
anime, right?
15, 16, 17. No, it's the 17, 18, 19, 3 and 1 that I need to buy a new copy of because it's like
Ah,
destroyed.
it's always so sad. But yeah, with again with Doki Doki, I mean, that was kind of out of nowhere, honestly. And I think he announced it way before that there was going to be some type of update to the game in some fashion, which I guess people
Well,
just
we
thought,
knew
hey,
they were working on something
optimized.
the entire time. I thought they were making a new game.
Well,
They
everyone
alluded to
thought they were
stuff
going to
like
make a new
that.
game because, I mean, obviously all the Easter eggs, but which they probably still are. It's just like, probably on the back burner. It's probably way easier to update uh,
And they're probably
Doki
making that as
Doki
like their
than to
main
make the new game.
the new game is probably like their main focus right now, but to keep people interested when they do eventually release it or make a statement about it,
Yeah.
re-releasing Doki Doki with new
I wonder
stuff.
if the new, I mean, I don't think it matters. Honestly, I don't think it matters. They can still use the original game for modding, but one of the new games supports modding. Because I mean, it doesn't really matter because the old one's free, so it's just like, hey, use it to make your mods, and the new one just has like newer content and is more HD, and
Oh,
you don't
that's
really
cute.
need
The sticker
to
sheet
do
is
much of
the
that.
icons from the poems, and then they
Yeah,
made ones for Monica.
that's all that. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, like I said, I would like to get it, but it's okay. I'll
You
just
know what?
stick with a
I
key.
might just
I'll
get
just
the
stick with the
Switch
CD key.
version because I'm gonna get a personal Switch
It's what I was gonna get
before I
because I mean
leave.
I don't use a PS4, so I'm like I'll just get a Switch version, but I don't need that to be somewhere and somebody say. I mean I don't really care. It's just like I don't feel like explaining it. That's my problem. I just don't want to explain it. Like I don't care if they say it. I just don't want to explain it. Like explain like why do you have a game that has a bunch of girls on the cover? Like did just weeb. There's your answer.
Like, if you walk into my room, you see a Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales poster.
Yeah,
It's like
but
this
that's
giant
not
fucking
really
poster,
that's just
and then
comics
a
though. I
shit
mean,
ton of Legos underneath.
okay, that's just
A big
comics and normal
piece or
stuff.
like PC stuff.
I don't
I have
think
a
my
tiny
pets would
toaster.
fucking bother to ask what the fuck I'm doing.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I if I
I mean,
had more
granted,
things, as long
everything
as
you
it's
just
not
said
just
sounds like normal stuff, like normie stuff that anyone would even not even care about.
yeah.
Also, I love how Cup coined the term normie for everyone who's not a furry, but that's not what that means. Normie is someone who doesn't watch anime. That's what it
Wait,
originally means, or it's not what it originally means, but in the most case used, it is
Is this a
someone who doesn't
normal
watch anime.
person that does like normal stuff?
They're just a vanilla bastard.
Yeah.
I have made some odd purchases that my parents are not too fond of, including but not limited to a $150 Spider-Man costume.
You see, there's some stuff that my parents would probably think would be stupid for me to buy. They've done it a couple times. I thought they were going to like be really annoyed. I mean, it's my money, so they don't care. But
Hmm.
uh, I figured they'd be annoyed when I bought this laptop because it's super expensive. It's a gaming laptop that has a Ryzen 5 4800H and a GTX 1660 Ti. Point is, I thought they'd be really pissed about that. No, no, they're like, oh, that's cool. You could probably use a laptop in the future and everything. Be really nice to you. So I'm like, hey, okay, noted.
Yeah, but also I think they know that you don't buy
Um,
that much expensive stuff.
no, they expect me. Are you kidding me? I buy a lot of expensive stuff.
Yeah,
They look at
lately.
okay, they lately, sure, no, but I mean, okay, like I have this laptop, very expensive. I have my $2,500 computer, $400 monitor. Before that, it was a expensive thing. The Switch, no. $500 uh Xbox, or the four Xbox, 500. The Xbox, then $300 piano, the MIDI key piano. Um, what else have I done before that?
I
The
really wish Nintendo
Switch
revealed
was
a
300.
Switch Pro. If they
That'd
got,
be really.
if
Oh
they
well, they
announced a
said
Switch
this.
Pro, I would have
They
gotten it.
said that they do not see a point, like they know better to announce it at E3. That if they're gonna announce it, it's gonna be at their own time, not at E3. They won't do it at E3. They've publicly came out and said that.
Well, I hope
Also,
they do actually announce one, because I'd rather get a Switch Pro than just buy a regular Switch.
yeah. Also, this $100 mic that I'm holding, and which actually turned out to be 140 because tax and warranty,
I need
and
to
also
buy a better
a
mic.
seven
I need to
hundred
get a better
dollar
mic
guitar,
stand.
which is
That's
actually
a
worth
bit
not
more
much.
than the Fender I have sitting across from me that I
And
stole from
mine's
my
a
brother after we moved
Schecter
out.
Demon 7 because
I don't know
it's
how to
seven
play
string.
the guitar.
I know few songs. Like I don't know complete songs. That's my issue. I don't know songs to their complete bit. I know bits of songs. So it's like it's like, oh, you know how to play this song? You just play it like, okay, no, you know the song. Like, yeah, if you told me to play the entire song, then nope. I suck. But
Yeah,
no,
I sent pictures of the Spider-Man suit.
yeah, I see that. That does look pretty cool.
It
But,
was $150 for the suit, which honestly, for how high quality it is, isn't bad at all.
mm,
And I got like some
also,
extra upgrades to it.
also, now that I think about it, I can't remember. Was it 700 because the case was involved, or was it already 600, or was it 700 and I got the case, so it was 800? Because the case was $100. I got a really decent case because I wanted to go premium. Okay, I mean, granted, if I wanted premium guitar, I would have to spend over 1,000. But at the time, I didn't have that much. I'm like, I just want a guitar that plays nice. And I heard Schecters were good. Well, actually, no, I wanted a 7 string because I just wanted a 7 string. I already had a 6. So I'm like, I just want a 7. And I was gonna get a, uh, I forget what it's called. I can't think of it right now, but it's the one that Japet, uh, Petcher. Fuck, I can't say names for some weird. The freaking lead guitarist in Dream Theater. I kept thinking names. I'm so tired. Petrucci. That's his name. Petrucci. The people that make his guitars, like it's the same brand and everything. It's just one of the lower priced ones. I was gonna get that. They didn't have it. They had the six
Damn.
string version. They had the 6 string version. I was like, I'd get it, and it looks
DDLC
good because the freaking color looks nice. But I just got Schecter, which is good.
DDLC
But
Plus is sold out for all platforms right now.
damn, guess a lot of people want it. Good thing I put it in my Steam copy. Also, I keep forgetting. I mentioned this to Sweet already. I also, when Sonic Colors Ultimate got announced, I already pre-ordered that for Xbox.
The
I don't know why
Switch
I put it
version
with
is
that.
blocked 30 FPS.
That's why. That's another reason why I got it for Xbox's Series X, so I got that version.
Which is
Like, okay.
ridiculously dumb because it was a Wii U game, wasn't it? A Wii U game.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't they just up it to 60? It doesn't make sense.
Hey, that's the same argument with Breath of the Wild. That's because technically, Switch is lower in some ways than Wii U. In some ways, it uses an Android chip. I mean, that's all it uses. It uses an NVIDIA Android chip, so it can't get very far in quality.
Yeah, the I haven't had too many frame drops in Breath of the Wild, aside
Yeah, me
from entering
either, but it's
villages.
just now that I've played it on Switch and then I played on PC with all the stuff, I'm like, I can't go back to Switch. I've tried it and I even streamed it that one day and I'm like, God, it's just so 30 FPS is fine. I get people who make the argument like, what the hell is the problem? It's like, okay, but when you play 60, you can't go back. And especially once you get a better monitor and if you can support higher frame rates, like 120, 144, 240, and even those people get 360s, which I don't, I'm just going to stick to my 241. But it's like, once you get up to
Honestly,
there,
I'm
you really can't go back.
debating
It's
between
so
like
hard.
three things right now: whether to get a PS5, a personal Switch, or a better CPU for my computer. Because all of which are like a couple $100. Because I want to get a like the new model Ryzen 5. I
I'd
think it's
say,
like
I mean, I'd rather go for
5600.
7 if I were you, but I mean, 5 kind of still works pretty fine.
I mean, they're all up there, and it's better than a
Yeah,
3200.
true. Mine's a 9 3900X.
Nice.
Mine's up there. Which is funny
Yeah.
because I got my computer ready and then like maybe a few months later or later in that year, they released the new stuff. But in a way, it's fine because shortly afterward is when pandemic hit and all the prices got scalped. So I'm like, yeah, I would not have been able to buy any of the new stuff. So it's okay. I'm glad I upgraded when I did, even if it's lower.
I'm pretty sure Sweet is sleeping
Probably.
as he sends DMs of him sleeping. And he's
Is he
like
actually doing that?
emotes.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
We should go ahead and quit off anyway. I mean, it
I
is
have to
now
wake up
4 in the
for
morning
work
for me.
It's
Oh, you're here
10
then.
morning.
a.m.
Like I don't
When do
work
you wait?
until 10:30, but 10:30 my time, so I'm an hour behind. So
You
it's
were
only 3 for me.
3,
So you
Yeah,
fucking
so I got
Central Time, you
7 and a half
bitch?
6
hours.
hour? Wait. 7 hours?
Yeah, I got like
Well,
6
do
hours,
you go
six
to
and a
work?
half.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go to work at 10:30.
10:30 is when the shift starts, and it's about a 20-minute drive.
Jesus Christ, man! No, you should have went to sleep earlier, man.
Well, I was up
At
till like
least you could have. At least
4
you could have
last
said.
night.
I mean, at least you could have said, hey, let's make this just a little shorter. And like, okay.
Hey,
Like
don't
I
bully the tall,
completely
short
zoned
guy.
out for the entire Xbox portion, or like literally everything that wasn't Nintendo, just because I had no idea what I didn't
I
pay
mean,
attention to
I
any of that
tried.
stuff.
Okay, it's just there was so much Xbox. Like it takes a while to
Yeah,
get through it without
again,
going over.
Xbox had was the longest one, I think.
Yeah,
I'd
and
say
also you got
Xbox
onto a lot of
183
tangents.
this year.
Yeah, Xbox definitely won. Xbox, but they're basically the same at this point. But might as well say them both, considering they decided, oh, we got to name them both. Like, yeah, Bethesda needs its own segment in this exact same conference. Like, okay, I mean, granted,
And
you are popular, I guess, but that's not to say any other company within is still popular.
so
Anyway,
yeah, we have 2 games now from Bethesda that we're gonna play.
76 and Elder Scrolls with
Elder Scrolls we
15
can just chuck in anytime, I think.
online. Yeah, that could just be whenever. 76, we have a date. As soon as that DLC comes out, we
We're
kind of
gonna,
need to go for it. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't need to be immediate, but at least within like a week or two.
yeah.
Like, we need to give it a shot.
But yeah, I wanna need to sleep, so
I will probably sleep in like. I always end up falling asleep at 5 in the morning now, which is gonna suck tomorrow because, or not tomorrow, like later today because I got to go to work the next day, Saturday. So
Good
I have to
job.
wake up at 4 in the morning. So that's gonna be
Fun.
really hard to fall asleep. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna take it because I've been sick lately, like or like basically last week's when I was sick, like during the weekend. But I could probably still take one; it'd be fine. Like one of those night cold and flus, or just take melatonin. Either way, take one. Try to fall asleep better. Take some snooze
Yeah.
medicine.
All right. Final
Snooze
question
booze.
before I go. This will
Eh,
determine how long we will be friends. Best girl and Doki Doki.
sorry. No question.
Tweed.
Sorry. I don't think he cares.
I don't give
Come
a
on,
fuck.
Tweed. You answer this.
I don't give a
Listen, I don't
fuck.
think he cares about the game.
Yeah, I never played it. I have barely like I kind of was bored, but not
Okay, have you?
also.
I mean, you already know everything that happens at the game, right?
Yeah, kind of, but I don't really. That's the issue. Is like
Okay, I mean, that's the
it
thing. I
kind
mean,
of got ruined
it
the
depends.
first fucking week it came out.
It didn't. No one ruined it
No
for me. The
one.
only thing I just watched it, Jack's playthrough. That was my only ruin. If I knew it was gonna blow up as big as it did, and if it was gonna be that good, I only watched it because it was Jack. So I was like, hey, it'd probably be funny
Yeah.
because this guy. That's the only reason why I watched it.
I
Yeah.
don't think I
And I
watched
was just
Jack's
like,
playthrough. I watched.
it.
I watched a bunch of
He
people's
does a
playthrough
decent
though.
job at just voicing characters, and it's like, he's one of those people who said no to Sayori. So it's like, okay, that's not nice.
I think I found Bijou Mike through like Yandere Simulator and Doki Doki.
Oof. Yeah, that name just sends chills now. Such a fucking terrible game. Such a
He
fucking
released
horrible game.
it's hilarious because like there was so much talk around it for like a week when he released the quote unquote demo with the first rival, and then
Yeah.
nobody talked about it again because there
Probably,
was
I
like
think
literally you
mostly
can
all they were saying is just like it took how many years
it
to put
took
in the rival?
it's
Like,
been in development for like 6 years, six and a half years,
it's
like
probably only
since
one guy, and
2014.
that one guy is incredibly fucking weird.
He had options to work with Tiny Build, but Tiny Build started coding with a real coding language, but he didn't understand that. So he stopped working with Tiny Build and developed it just by himself.
Yeah, because the
I
problem with
think they were
that is
using
just
like C
because he
Sharp Plus or
couldn't.
something, and he didn't understand it.
What are we talking about?
Fuck, C sharp plus. What?
Maybe I don't know. He was
Wait,
they were
you mean C
using
sharp or C plus plus?
I don't know C Sharp
Well, either way,
Plus.
okay. C sharp plus. What the fuck's wrong? You're tired. Go to sleep. C sharp isn't all too bad. C plus plus, that I get. That is a little confusing to most people. At the very, I mean, okay. His according to most people that have went through the code, his code makes no fucking sense at all. Like so many people have said so many bad things about just the code and how bad structured it is and how it
Even
should
that,
not run, but it does.
even with all that, the biggest thing is just he has random things that are loaded at all times, which completely kill the frame rate. Like the
Made sense why it fucked up all the damn time.
everything is rendered separately. So instead of saving and loading like a railing piece once and then just putting that same loaded piece out on every single thing, it absorbs everything it sees and then puts everything back out.
Basically,
And
no
there's just like
caching.
random things that just stay loaded the entire time. Like the
Yeah,
gem roof is always loaded no matter
right.
what.
Well, but yeah, to finish the talk on the Doki Doki, yeah, like I said, I would have streamed it. Honestly, my first reaction, I obviously am not going to stream. Honestly, I'll be honest, I may actually stream the 6 side stories or at least record them just because it's
Oh,
something
I
new.
forgot to say this. I asked you.
I was gonna do
Who you
the
guys thought
mods, but
the best girl was. Minus Monica.
well, okay, that's just a cheap answer.
Bro, it's
That's
Monica.
just no. I'm saying it's a cheap answer because
Second is
everyone's is Monica. It doesn't matter if you say someone's best girl. Everyone has to choose Monica. Fucking cheap answer. No, I just said
Yeah, that's shorty
it's
cheap.
just how that works.
Hey,
Fucking
sweetie,
cheap
you
bastard.
don't get to talk in this. I've taken over for the rest of the night.
Yeah. The actual weebs are talking. No, but
Have any of
seriously.
you who here has watched High School DxD?
I planned on it, but at the same
I
time,
didn't
it's like,
watch it.
I mean, we'll see. Hey, I've watched some pretty crazy etchy shit.
Have you
Don't push me.
watched Redo of a Healer?
But I know what you're talking about.
Let's not talk about that here. TOS.
Hey, shut up.
Oh, God.
Don't bark.
I know that feeling. My dogs. I know that feeling. But, ooh, that's the worst. Yeah, let's not get into over off, especially not get into the off-brand section and the cultured section. Anyway, you know who the hell I watch if anybody understands those two references.
I
Okay,
didn't listen. I didn't give a fuck. You know, the usual.
it's fine. Anyway, point is, Dougie Dougie Plus. I already pre-ordered it for Steam, just the code. I'll play the damn thing. I might stream the 6 side missions or just record it.
It's
For the
only
hell of it.
$30 for the physical version. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's
I'm
one of the
willing to
reasons
pay
why I
30
was
bucks
actually
for
like
it.
okay with it because I pay way more for physicals, man. I
That's
literally
half of
have.
like,
I mean, I'm a
30
like
bucks is half a
main
regular
person
game.
on limited.
And
Well,
right
that,
now
but
I'm
I'm a
trying
main
to
person on the limited run games. So I have 2 mystery boxes, which, by the way, I was an idiot. I bought them separately. You're supposed to buy them together because the idea with limited run is that if you put 2 things in the same order, then you have to wait till they're both done before they get sent. And so I did it separately. For mystery boxes, you're supposed to put the same order so you don't get dupes. I literally got the same game twice. I
Good
had the
job.
exact same game twice. So there's that. I have Doom 64 for the Switch, the Classic Edition, the Classic Edition for Star Wars Racer, and the Premium Edition for the Star Wars TIE Fighter Special Edition, and a Claned Collector's Edition. So yeah.
Is it
Also bought a
just
Doom
me, or
64
was
t-shirt.
the Discord logo off-centered
Oh.
on the PC icon? Like in the
What?
hotbar.
Huh?
It might just be me, but it looks like it's off
No, I
center.
mean, it looks.
Like to the left.
I don't see that. Oh, and also I have the 2 vinyls for Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. I have 2 vinyls. So that's neat. Anyway. Yeah, we should probably go and end this thing. It is way past what we said we were going to. We said we're going to go ahead. That's every time we do this. It's always,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to end. And 2 seconds later, or like 10 minutes later, okay, we should probably end. It's now 3 hours and 24
Yeah, and I need
minutes.
to sleep, and otherwise I
Yeah,
have
so
someone
let's
that's
go
gonna
ahead
be
and
bitter on me.
now the time to actually do outros, because the last time we had Shorty in a video/stream, he made fun of us for that. Well, sorry, now it's a podcast, so those actually need to happen. Well, they don't need to, but it's a podcast, so just do it. So we'll start with me here. So you may follow on basically anything, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all the same name, Nexus716. Don't think I have anything else worth following other than those 3.
Or
I
would you
don't
have
follow
anything
anything
else?
anywhere. Don't worry
I mean,
about me.
I'll be honest, I was gonna try Patreon. It just I don't know what to do with the tiers. Like, and plus I have no one to even use it. I know at one point somebody was gonna give me a super chat on YouTube, but it's like I don't have enough viewers for that. I think you need like 10,000 or subs or something
I
to get
can
a
give
super
you
chat. So
a
like,
penny if you're
can't do
nice.
that. Like people can literally donate through the stream elements if you're really wanting to. I'm not saying do it, because honestly,
Yeah, I know.
it's your fucking money, man. Don't give it to me.
Isn't the
your
limit
money.
$1
I heavily
though?
appreciate it if someone does, but it's like you don't have to do it. You can if you want. Just no. Do I actually have a button for that? Because I do. I go
Alright.
and push it, but
I'm
I
leaving.
do
I'll
not.
talk to you guys some other time.
Yeah.
Wow! Don't even let
And
me
Shorty,
end.
go to fucking bed.
You've been talking throughout your end. Like you said, you were going to do an outro like 15 minutes ago.
I am. No, I'm not. I'm literally doing it now.
Yeah,
I just
mean,
said I just finished
go on a
mine.
side tangent.
Yeah.
I
You
just
can-
finished mine. I was letting Sweet go now.
Like,
I'm
shut the
leaving.
fuck up and stop complaining. Shorty, go to bed.
I'm leaving. I'm going to bed.
All right.
Also, he's
I'm gonna
threatening
go
me with the
and
gun.
mention.
You
I'm gonna
threatened
mention
me
right
first.
now the button that I have for hosting you says host SISEEDE. What?
Have you misspelled Sweden?
I think I
Wait,
did. Oh, you should say Swede. So I used to do SWED, but what the fuck was that
Did you
root?
take something?
Host and then 2 lines down SI, 2 lines down SEEDE. Fine. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm stupid apparently. Anyway, go ahead and plug
Yep.
yourself.
Yeah, well, Twitch and Twitter is the same thing. YouTube is Sweden Boy. Yes. My old username. At the moment, I can't think because I'm tired.
It's pretty much your only main two, and again with
And then, of
Twitter,
course,
just
my
so we can cap out.
Discord, his Discord, or not his Discord, but his stuff is in my description, and my stuff is in his description.
I mean, I actually forgot to
And
put it in this
when
one, but I will
he
tomorrow.
decides to do the audio version,
Oh shit! Oh shit! I completely forgot about that. Not that, but something else I was gonna announce. I didn't say it. Oh,
oh
fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
and one last
I'm not sure.
thing before we end here. Next,
I will announce that in just a second. By the way, the Discord and audio podcast, I put those in chat. They're also in the description, but there we go.
yeah,
Yeah. I was gonna say that's the beginning, which would have made more sense because obviously if someone's gonna watch an archive, they're gonna watch the beginning. They're not gonna go all the way to the end, unless you are a masochist, in which case, congratulations, you've watched to the end. There is no reward. It is only trash. Now, I was gonna say this at the beginning, but fuck it, I'll say it now. I'll just put it on Twitter, I guess. Also, yeah. Now I think I'm gonna stop using Restream, which is to stream to 2 platforms at once, only because it's a bitch to set up YouTube. It is really annoying for me to set it up. I'm getting really annoyed taking us so long to do it because I mean, granted, I got distracted a lot when we were starting this, but if it wasn't for that, we would have been started earlier. We would have started like at least 10, 15 or so minutes earlier, maybe 20. I think. I don't actually know how long we were doing that, but regardless, it would have been earlier if I just streamed to Twitch. And honestly, no chatters in the entire time during this, so I'm not missing anything. So, yeah, I think I'll just switch to Twitch only for now.
yeah.
Sure as fuck ain't gonna get affiliate, so why should I care?
I would love if you
Okay.
get affiliate now.
Hey, if I do, that'd be cool. If you guys do that, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
It's never gonna happen, but
I'm gonna. Yeah, because you need to actually stream to get it.
look, if I had affiliate, I would stream more. That's because honestly, it gives you a real reason to, because it's like, you have that. And at the time, if you had affiliate, you definitely have some average viewers that would probably stick there with you, at least like the 2 or 3 people there. So
Yeah,
that'd be good. And
I have
also
sadly stopped
the
watching you because
possibility of
I'm
also getting
sleeping
more
when you
money,
stream. This.
because yeah. Huh?
Well, I can't watch you anymore because I'm normally sleeping when you stream these
Yeah.
days.
But the other ways, I mean, there's also more ways to get money because subscriptions and bits, even though you have to wait to get $100 before that pays out. But regardless, those are 2 things more. I mean, granted, even just Prime subs in that case, that at least just helps. You just have that Prime and just hit sub, which most people use on other people. I'm I'm between two people right now, two friends I'm subbing to. I just 1 month do that, another month do that. Anyway, that's gonna be it. So thank you all for coming to watch / listen. If you put this in the background or whatever. This podcast episode has gone way too long. We are on tangents. Sorry if it takes for 5 million years, but you know what? That is just us. So thank you all for coming to watch / listen. I totally butchered that with a lisp. And yeah, we will see you next time. I don't know when he's gonna next stream, but me, that will be next week. So maybe. Depends on how I feel. See you all later.